Oh, yeah.
Back with another one.
Y'all know what time it is. This is the Prom Debate. Big Dog Chico, Coach Hayes, Big Dog Chico. It's going to be a good one, y'all.
Prime Debate. Coach Hayes.
Oh, yeah. It's finna go down, baby.
Okay.
Right now. Get your popcorn ready. Get you some buffalo wings or whatever you got. A Colorado concoction. Let's get this thing rocking. Here we go.
Throw me up in the headphones.
Turn me up.
Run them lights up one time if you haven't already. It's time. Prime Debate.
It's about to go down.
Okay.
There it is, Chico. We in the building, man. Somebody played Coach Prime theme music off in here, and it's about ready to rock and roll. Man, listen, let me tell you something, man. It's been a bye week. How you been, dog?
Man, it's been a bye week for real. Thank God it came on this week because I've been going through some things this week, and I'm like literally finally getting set up. So all my subscribers out there, everybody who's been tuning in to me, been wondering where the content's been, where the new stuff's been. Well, this is the first one for this week. We're back off my bye week, so to speak, and ready to go, man. Locked and loaded. Now you should see a lot more content coming from me, so stay tuned in. We ready to go now, though.
Man, the bye weeks be good for the players, but it suck for content creators, boy, to be trying to get stuff. But it seemed like so long, right? Like, it's really technically a week off. Now you can lean up to the week, but it seemed like forever in a day, man. But hey, it's already Tuesday, man, and we here for the Prime Debate, man. Let's do a little quick roll call here, man. Your boy on here on your side, Lucius Tate, off in the 9-3 until I'm wrong. We're going to talk about it, man. Studio One says, this thumbnail hard, bro. Hey, can I be honest? Shout out to my students, man. They the one came up with the idea. The one came up with the idea. I mean, I put it together, but they came with the idea. So shout out to them, man.
Nice.
Hey, made it an assignment. Creative thinking. You know what I'm saying? Creative thinking. There we go. You know how it works. Shout out to the producer LMV in here. This your girl right there, ain't it?
Chico? Now, Smiley the Beast. What's happening, family? We in here all the way live. You already know how we checking in, man. Back in effect once again. BIW, DOW, the whole gang up in here. Let's go. Smiley the Beast said, I haven't been in here in a while. I'm ready for sure. Everybody else who haven't been in here in a while, y'all go ahead and check in. Let me know where you checking in from, how you checking in. Shout out Coach Hayes and all the Coach Hates. You see the shirt he got on? It says they call him Coach Hates. And I think he's going to have a few points today that's going to show why they may call him Coach Hate. Whether he's right or wrong, whether they're right or wrong, people are going to find a way to disagree, and he's going to find a way to make you disagree because he's going to say something crazy today, y'all. Watch. He's going to say something crazy. He's going to challenge something crazy. So y'all look out for it. But they call him Coach Hates, a.k.a. Coach Hayes. Shout out to him checking in from South Florida. You know how we do it.
Man. Hey man, don't let my confidence affect your insecurities. That's all I'm saying. In the words of Coach Prime,
right? Coach, don't let your confidence offend.
I'm sorry. Offend. I apologize. But guess what? I can't misquote. I can't misquote these receipts I keep right here on my shirt. Okay. I keep the receipts on my shirt for all them haters that say I'm a hater. I took the comments and we put it right on this shirt, front and center. And guess what? For some reason, as this season going along, they seem to have disappeared. I haven't seen Reggie Vaughn. I haven't seen Tony.
Read one of the comments that's on the shirt for us. Read one of the comments that's on the shirt.
All right. Reggie Vaughn says, Hayes is the biggest hater in Florida. He tried to talk Hassan out of signing with Colorado. And he's talking about Assad Wasim. And how did I do that? When I did the interview called the person, player, prospect where I interviewed them about the process. Again, people just talking. Patricia on here at Cheryl C. Look at his body language. He's a hater. Uh, the dude Nope says, with all due respect, Coach, you know I'm talented. I can read this upside down. With all due respect, Coach Hayes, you are a hater. Anthony Steele, Coach Hayes, know how you get that hater tag? And Chris E, one of my favorites. You come off as a hater because on every CU live chat, you have something negative to say about Prime. But when you are talking about Miami live chat, you are all praise with no defensive attitude. Come on now, Chrissy. You must definitely don't watch Canes Talk Live. But anyway, that's how I get down, man. We're just having a lot of fun with it, man. So, quick roll call out to everybody. If you
For
see
sure.
people in green, that means they are members. So, if you want to become a member, all you got to do is click the join button on my side, click the join button on Chico's side. You become a member of both or even one. However it goes, it's all good. It's all cool.
Sure. Oh, Nana Joe Smo. Shouts out to Annie Rice, Crystal Wise up in here. Palm Tree Cabin. Ellen V, the producer, and Smiley the Beast, and everybody else checking in. The Fulu checking in once again. We live. Duval up in here, Geniality. So y'all got some comments. Go ahead and get them in there. We're going to discuss some bunch of different things. Coach Hayes going to break it down to you right quick as he does.
Yeah, man. Shout out to, ain't nobody got a better producer than me, baby. Huh? She whistleblowing out here on me. Coach Hayes got students working like a sweatshop for class credit. Hey, man. Hey. Anyway. Then here's one of my favorites right here. That's my girl right here. Oh, my lady. Coach Hayes, you're not a hater. Hi, everyone. My favorite Tuesday night debate show. Let's go Buffs.
Yes,
all right, all right, man. We got other members, but we got to roll on because guess what? There we go. There we go, Mike. You know it's Coach Hayes is rough on our Kane gang. Coach Hayes, keep it real. Appreciate it. Anyway, this is a dual broadcast. If you're new to this, it's broadcasting on Chico's side, broadcasting on my side simultaneously. And let's get this thing rocking, man. The title of today's show was Colorado has a tough schedule. How many can they win? We know that the next 3 of the 5 opponents are currently ranked right now. That is UCLA, I think, at 23. You have
Utah at number 13.
Utah at 13.
Oregon,
right, you got Utah at 13 and Oregon State at 11.
Oregon State, sorry about that. Oregon State at 11. Yep.
Now you find, and then Washington and Arizona, which they may not be in rank, but they have played, in my opinion, those 2 teams, Washington State and Arizona, were 2 games that I had counted in my 6-6 as wins for Colorado. And they've played, in my opinion, a lot better than anticipated prior to the season. What's your thoughts on that?
I kind of agree with what you said. Having them as wins and kind of projected as when you look at the schedule beforehand at the start of the season, you say, okay, we could beat these guys, we could beat those guys. But they've actually come out and played very well this season with Arizona, Oregon State, Washington State, and UCLA all ranking above Colorado right now as far as total yards per game and just a bunch of different categories, either points per game, some aspects. So these teams have really surprised some people who looked at the schedule at the beginning of the season and said, oh, these are going to be wins right here for sure. But Colorado, dropping that one versus Stanford that they had in their hands. A lot of people counted that as a win, whether it was a 6-6 season that they had or a 12-0 season that whatever it is that they had, they counted that definitely as one of those wins. And then we go up 29 points and then lose after half, kind of one of those disappointing situations. But now you kind of put yourself with your back against the wall, so to speak, to try to get these wins and get yourself bowl eligible versus this back end of the schedule, which is very tough, as we see with these 3 ranked teams out of the 5 left, we'll have to face. So, uphill battle. Everybody is probably worthy of being ranked at the end of the season with Arizona and Washington State. Depends on how they fill out. Good quarterback play from those teams. We're going to have to find a way to really play above what we've played in the first half of the season to be able to bounce back and change this second half up to look different. I think some things that we're going to answer later on out from the chat, I'm sure, which is the stuff like, will Kamari be playing? Will he be starting a lot more? Different personnel groupings that Colorado are going to come with. So what they will come with, I think, will be something a little bit different from what we've seen in the first half of the season, which can afford them the opportunity to go out here and finish this last five with 3-2 at least. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to go 3-2. And that's what I'm looking at these last 5 games.
Yeah, so that 3-2 would take you to a 7-5 season. Definitely be bowl eligible. Be interesting to find out which bowl it is, and we could probably talk about that as we get a little bit closer based on what it is. But yeah, like I said, this is a uphill battle. Kind of how the thumbnail says. It says a rough road ahead, and it is. It's just what it is. Because I think you're playing some road. It's not an easy road, man, and you got some battles, man, and UCLA. I guess we can kind of talk about them a little bit. Coach Chip Kelly, definitely known around college football. Definitely went on to the NFL, did some things over at Oregon, and so forth and so on. But however, Coach Prime, I saw on his presser, showed a lot of love for Coach Kelly, and so forth. I think he said he took him to a camp, took Shador to a camp at one time, or something to that effect. The gray beard threw me off. I was like, look at my dog with the cowboy hat. He looking like a real cowboy out there.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. He was rocking a gray beard
earlier.
Yeah, he rocked it before. I think he probably be trying to switch it up every once in a while or whatever he's trying to do. But
get tired of shaving, dog. You ain't got to do no press conference. Like, hey, man, let that thing grow. Hold up, it's Tuesday. God dog it, they done call me.
But I know one thing. He as he said, he's not ashamed of. He's not gonna let that top get gray. So he gonna keep that back on top.
That boy be in the lab. That boy be in the lab. Hey, mixing it up.
Like he said, I'm not ashamed of it, dog. Somebody need to have an endorsement deal with him just for me. You know what I mean? Dark and lovely.
Because right now he out here promoting almonds, dog. Hey, so I get it.
And that man can sell water to a way.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
He can be a rhinestone cowboy. Just don't be on Brokeback Mountain. So as we push on, let me see here.
I told you he was gonna say something.
That's what I do, dog. We just got to have fun.
Out of left field, dog. All right, that's one. Go ahead.
That's one. Okay, I'll take it. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, let's talk about UCLA, man. Did I hear correctly that Dante Moore is out this game? Or questionable?
Man, Dante Moore could be. Shoot, they got a couple of guys that's questionable. They even looking talking about the starting quarterbacks. Who's going to actually be the starter? With Dante Moore coming in as a freshman, the Kent State transfer, and then Garbers, of course. So which one would you start out of those three? Would you just go with the high hand, or how would you handle that situation with those three quarterbacks? Coach Chip Kelly, of course, he's looking at it like it's a good thing. He's saying that we have that depth. Actually, let me quote one of the things he said. And we're one of the fortunate teams in the country. We have depth at quarterback, Kelly said on Monday. I believe Ethan's a starter at the Power 5 level. Dante's a starter at the Power 5 level. And Colin, a starter at the Power 5 level. So that's a luxury that not a lot of people have. So how would you deal with that? Garbers went 20 of 28, passing for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns with 51 yards rushing against Stanford. Where would you go in that situation?
Well, according somebody just said up here, okay, Tanisha Barton said, yes, he's hurt at Coach Hayes football, so nobody knows who the starter is. I thought that's what I heard, that Dante Moore was hurt. If he was not hurt, I definitely have to go with him. As I look at it, he's 87 for 168. Of course, freshman woes, but he's, according, to his stats and everything else, he is the man right now. Now, if he's hurt, I will, of course, go with Garbers. I have to be honest. I don't know much about UCLA. I'm not diving deep into their stuff, But as I look at the stuff here, no one else has. You got Shealy and Griffin are the other quarterbacks that has some stats, and they are basically mop up time right now. They have 3 completions for 7 attempts and 1 for 1. So if it's not more, it's got to be Garbers. So I would definitely go with Garbers unless Dante Moore is cleared to play. And sometimes you play a guy to start it off. Can he fight through it? Can he get through the pain? Depending on what his injury is. If he can't, then pull the plug and bring in the fresh dude. But if he can't go, hey, you got to go with Garbage, man. But I think their running game is really where they're going to kind of lean on a little bit and play some defense and Steele, because Steele has been running the ball pretty hard as well as Harden. So I definitely see there. And again, that's a thing when it comes to the running game for Colorado defense. They got to get kind of stout. And I thought they made a great move. And this is going to lead me into something else. They made a great move with Trevor Woods, bringing him down into the box. Smart guy, cerebral player, as Coach Prime says he is. And you can tell he is, right? May not have all of the foot speed that you need to play on the back end. But he definitely, if you play kind of more in that confined box, he definitely can go ahead and be a contributor. And that brings me to the point of a Juju Mitchell. Juju Mitchell comes in, was that 3 or 4 different teams, transfers in relatively late to Colorado. Was okay. Let me go back and rephrase this for maybe people that don't know. Started at Texas, went to Tennessee. Tennessee leaves Tennessee, goes to Arizona State, leaves Arizona State, and comes to Colorado maybe 2 weeks prior to the season, maybe 3 weeks prior to the season. Doesn't play the first game, plays outstanding against Nebraska, and had some good games, and then had really been missing the action ever since. Coach Prime alluded to the fact that he has to take care of some things in last week's or the week before press conference. And then again, they just asked him today about him, and he said he got to fix some stuff off the field. I got 2 questions here, Chico, about Juju Mitchell. And the old quote is, and I may jack this up because I'm on the cane juice. I even got an orange cup because we pulled up that great double overtime victory. The cane juice biting. But I do want to ask this question. When he came in, there were a lot of questions about, it's a lot of red flags that seem to be attached to this gentleman, because apparently he leaves Texas. Okay, he went to Tennessee because his coach left. And he played well with the leading tackler at Texas. Goes to Tennessee. I think the 6th leading tackler or something like that. But a major contributor at Tennessee. Leaves there and goes to Arizona State. And from what I'm understanding, gets kicked off of Arizona State. And then now he's here. And so these alarm bells start going off, and it seems to be a repeat. So as the saying goes, history kind of predicts the future. What are your thoughts on this situation?
Just speaking on Juju.
Just Juju Mitchell.
Okay, just speaking on Juwan, with in Coach Prime, they're saying that he kind of sidestepped some questions about Juwan last week, and he's saying that he has some things to handle himself as far as issues off the field. That could be academics, that could be personal issues at home, that can be mental. That could be a bunch of different things. I can't really speculate right now and just guess, because there's so many things. It could be a multitude of things, as Coach Prime says. But looking into it and looking back at the things that he, like you say, he's been dismissed from Arizona State. He's been productive as a football player on the field, as we've seen him do early on at Colorado so far.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to class? Is he handling those small things? Is he doing the things he's supposed to be doing? Because those things will eventually catch up to you. You can come in and they can know that you can play. You can be eligible those first couple of weeks, and they'll throw you out there, give you a chance. You made plays at practice, but then, those weeks go by. Man, you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, man. You got to do this, you got to do that. Why are you not doing it? Is there, if there's not a reason for you not doing it and correcting those things, then it's going to be an issue with you getting on the field, no matter how productive you can be. So I don't really want to say too much as far as guessing what it is. So we'll go from there. What was that question? Look at what? But
Oh, that E Brown up there talking about we looking like Morris Day and hold up. Oh, where did it go, E Brown? E Brown, slap yourself, E Brown.
even a comment saying Juju is a baller. He can definitely be a middle round pick if he gets things together. Those things will follow him to the next level. I agree. Academics could be holding him back. So, that's just a guess what that is. Who knows? But looking forward, Juju smoking that good in Colorado. It's legal, so they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward though, they have linebackers who can come in there and play. We just haven't seen. I haven't seen DeMore Kennedy play an extended amount. Will that be this week? I've seen on well-off videos a lot of Alton McCaskill, the other 22 on the offensive side of the ball. We've seen a lot of him, and I should see a lot of him, getting some real carries this week, not just 5 or 6. I think he can be a factor. Can UCLA keep up with this overall speed of Colorado? That's their MO. That's their strength, I think, is the speed. Can they do that? We know that UCLA is strong up front. They basically have the number 1 defense in the Pac-12 and a strong rushing game also that we're going to have to get that mindset right once again, which I thought we did well against Stanford in the first half. We had the mindset of we're going to have to stop these guys, and we went out there and did that. Can we reset that and step up and do that versus UCLA and win some game, win some at least some series in the trenches to give our guys some chances on the back end? We'll see.
It's funny you say that, man, because I'll just go back to Juju and say, listen, if Juju's watching this or whatever the case may be, or if anybody passes message on, brother, I'm going to just tell you, you have been an integral part to Colorado's defensive success where it may be in the box. And right now, if you went to Colorado and you thought Coach Prime was bluffing, one thing I will say about Coach Prime, he told you we ain't going to have it. And one of his last things is with character. Now, again, that with character is an umbrella term for all of those things off the field, right? Character is when people are not looking. Everybody's looking when you're on the gridiron between the white lines. That's when people are looking. Off the field, ain't nobody watching that. And so if you're not going to class, if you're on that good ooh-wee, if you whatever you may be doing, right? Because it's all speculation, nobody truly knows, stop it. Because it's hurting your production, it's hurting your dream, and it's hurting your success, yours. And then subsequently, it's hurting the team's success.
And I don't think that man smoked for real. Looking at that man, I don't think he's smoking. And
I don't know. I just said that because I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he may not hit it, but he get in the car and let everybody else hit it and take deep breaths. I don't know. But whatever he does, stop
left field, bam. There's another left field shot by Coach Hayes. What in the world that come from, man? Maybe he gets in the car and just inhale and let everybody else hit it? Come on, dog.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know, bro. I just said it's all speculation. I'm not saying the man is or isn't.
I don't want to speculate too much. I just want to say, Coach Prime, if Coach Prime would have said what it was, then we could be talking about exactly what it is, which is facts. So
I agree, but it's a media show, right? That's a sports show.
The field stuff, and it's so much things that could be by saying that it's off the field things. You know what I'm saying? All I can say is just like the comment just I saw Tremaine Young come in and say, hey man, we're pulling for you. We're looking for the man for success, for him to come, for him to find a way to do the right things to get him on the field, whether he is or not. Hopefully he can find that way and find the right path to get him going in the right direction, because we can see what he can do on the football field. Just combine it and get it right off the field. As far as the guys coming to Coach Prime thinking that it's going to be a sweet lane, or it's just going to be, oh, we with Coach Prime, we're going to get on TV and I know I'm going to play. No, dog. You're going to have to come in here and do the things. You really got to go to class. Yeah. You really got to, it's still life. It's still football. You're still a student athlete.
Still business.
It's still business, dog. You still got to keep the main thing. You're in school. You're in college to get a degree. If you already got one, then you're working towards something more, man. And
I'll say this, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm just looking at it for what it is. Right now, Juju Mitchell, I'm talking to him directly. This is last chance for you. This is your fourth school. This is your fourth school. You got your history, right now, Coach Promise put it out off the field. And I know we don't want to speak, Chico don't want to say, and I'm not here to say exactly what it is. But here's the problem with that. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. These GMs are like, I wonder what his problem is. And of course, they're going to think the worst. You understand? Of course, because you have to remember, when you go to the next level, NFL, CFL, XFL, whatever FL, it's a business decision.
Right.
And these people are investing dollars into you. So you have to understand, would you invest all your money into a three-legged horse for the Kentucky Derby? Hell no. I wouldn't, right? I just wouldn't. So it's the same concept. It's the same exact thing. And I try to get our players, and when I was coaching this thing, I was trying to get them to understand, think about this. You got literally 5 weeks. The bye week is over. You have 5 weeks, a month and a week. Let's say 6 weeks or whatever. You go to a bowl game, whatever the case may be. But literally, you have 5 weeks to do the right thing. Whatever that is you're doing wrong, do it right and call it a day. So, yeah, we could definitely push on to, UCLA, as you were bringing up. UCLA defensive line is probably 85% on the defensive side of why they're so successful. They currently have racked up 24 sacks this season and still have 5 games to go. The top 2 are Latu, who's a defensive lineman, at 6.5 sacks, and then you have the other D lineman Murphy at 4.5 sacks. So you're looking at a combined, 11 sacks right there between just the 2 of them. Then you have the linebacker following up with 4 sacks. Masao, if I'm saying his name correctly, I apologize if I said it wrong. And Madrano, the other linebacker, with 2 sacks, and Murphy, the other. I'm sorry, they got 2 Murphys up here.
Yeah, Grayson and Gabriel.
Oh, the twins. Okay, they're twins. Yeah. I want to say jack me up, but he has 2 sacks. So, I mean, they have a plethora of sacks, in the words of Coach Prime. So they have a lot going on. And the funny thing about it, majority of that is D-line, right? And we know there's been some struggles with Colorado's O-line. How does Colorado try to slow down this train, I guess is the right way to say it?
Hey, it's going back to
watch film. You gotta watch film.
Yeah, of course you gotta watch film. Here we go. Of course you gotta watch film.
I'm just saying what you said.
Listen, man, listen. The game plan is this. The game plan is this, man, as it should have been each and every week, and that is to go to the strength of this offense. And that's versus any team. Can they win a shootout versus this Colorado offense? All right. Now, how can we get into a shootout situation? How can we slow down this defensive line? The same thing we've been telling you guys. We got misdirection runs, handoffs, fakes, gives, and we got quick throws attacking those seams, linebackers, safeties, and so on, making those guys be the speed of the defense. We're going to get our run game going because we got Alton McGaskill in the backfield now. He can run. He can take those licks. He can give some licks to some of these linebackers now. We got to get him going. Screen passes. We can't get oversaturated with screens, though. But screen passes, we saw that be successful in some ways against them. Make those big fellas get out there, turn and run, and not just pin their ears back and get after Shedeur Sanders. Because if that's the case, they're going to put pressure on him. They're going to get some hits on him, and they're going to be getting some sacks on him. We got to avoid those things by forget the 7-step drops or get the 5-step drops if we can. 3 steps to get the ball out. RPOs right now. Let's hit them right now real quick. That was the thing that Colorado really practiced on. We saw them doing in the spring and in the summer was bam, bam, ball is out. Shedeur get the ball, it's coming out. That's how we can negate that defensive rush.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they coming, boy. Like the defense, I'm just saying the defensive line, these guys are definitely coming at this deal because I'm looking at these dudes and that front box.
Can the back end hold up though? Versus they got great pass defense, but I think it's predicated because of the defensive line, the pressure that the defensive line gets. Those big fellas up front, yeah. So that pressure right there with the big run stoppers, even they're stopping a run and putting teams in long pass situations. we have to be conscious of that. We've had, like Coach Prime said now, and I think, he's probably even shouldn't have said things like this, but he said we've had 2 weeks to prepare for him. We should be ready. We should be doing this. I think that puts kind of like the team in a situation where if they come out there and struggle, now people can use that against them and say, hey, coach, y'all had 2 weeks to prepare. Well, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? And I'm sure he's not expecting them to come out and struggle. I think they're looking to come out and pick up off that first half they had. You feel what I'm saying? And go from there. Forget that second half versus Stanford. Let's look at the first half. Look at what we did there that was good, and let's pick up on that and go from there.
Well, here's what I'll say about Coach Prime. This is where I think I know the Colorado people Cold ain't gonna like this, but this is what me and Coach Prime are very similar. We say what we truly think. We're not here to politicize our speeches. We like that. I'm being honest. Coach Prime said we have 2 weeks to prepare, and we should be prepared. Yeah. So my thing is right, which is true. So that's where I kind of disagree. Like, what do you mean he shouldn't have said it? I like the fact.
No, I didn't say he shouldn't have. I don't think I said he shouldn't have said. I'm saying that he said it, but you know what?
You said yeah.
I don't think
he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. I'm saying in the context of he may not should have said it in the way of the media is going to have that to hold on to and say if they come out there and struggle, if they come out there and have a bad game, they're going to, because they're always looking to say something and hold on to something. So with him saying that and they come out there and struggle or something, oh, well, Coach Prime, like I said, you had 2 weeks. Like you said, you had 2 weeks. Why y'all not doing this? Why you not
Coach
doing
Prime told y'all.
And
Coach Prime clearly said, what part about me makes me think I care about? I don't think he cares what they say, nor do they print. And I get where you're coming from.
At the end of the day, no, he don't.
He doesn't. So therefore, they should be prepared in that sense. Now, I think they will be prepared schematically. I think they will be prepared. But one thing about this game of football that we all know, you can have the greatest plan in the world, but back to quote my man Mike Tyson, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And that goes both ways. UCLA, Colorado, UCLA. I'm just simply saying that prepare is I believe they will be prepared so far as scheme, philosophy, how they plan on attacking this team, and so forth and so on. Now, the execution may be the issue. The physicality may be an issue, but being prepared and knowing what to do. And like you said, they had the time to say, all right, look, we got this team here. We know what they like to do. We can sit down and blah, 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 and so forth and so on. So I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with what Coach Prime said and how he said it, because he's also telling his team, look, dog, there's no excuses. Put your back foot down, dog. Put your back foot down.
Gotta keep that back foot down, dog. Shouts out to Lou Young.
Yeah. So shout, and I saw you said Lou Young did his impression. Man, that little impression he did when he had his fingers, because a lot of people don't look at his hand. I'll be wondering how in the world did he catch football, because the way his fingers, that's amazing.
I realize, man, most pro players who play any football player who played multiple years, you're gonna have some type of jacked up fingers. Though I've seen Brian Baldy on there with doing his stuff with his fingers pointing out that way. Everybody got messed up fingers. I got a messed up finger, and I definitely didn't play as long as Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they all be jacked up. Listen, man, but it's just funny that those impressions are out there. And speaking of impressions, man, real quick, I know this off topic, but the dude that does Denzel Washington, kind of dude with the dreads, I don't know his name. I can't think of his name. Mm-hmm. But boy, if he ain't got Denzel down pat, dog, he beat all of them. He beat all of those cats. The dude that was on Saturday Night Live. If you just close your eyes and listen to him, he could literally do voiceovers for Denzel Washington, man. But anyway, as I digress. So go ahead, Chico. Talk to us, man. What's your thoughts? What you want to talk about? What's your thing in regards to?
Well, I want to get on Kamari McLean. Do you think that it's time to put him in a game like this? Do you think that he's ready to go? Do you think that with him getting a lot more reps at practice that we've seen Coach Prime kind of coaching him up, look like a little bit more? At least they're showing a little bit more. So I always say you can't tell everything by the videos that they put out. It's only what they want you to see. But from what they want us to see. We've seen him being coached up a lot more by Coach Prime. Do you think it's preparation to go ahead and put this guy out there and say, hey, man, we letting another freshman play over here in Stockmeyer. We letting another freshman play over here, and, they're doing well. But then again, by me saying that, you're not letting, they're earning their spots, of course, But Kamari getting in a position to earn his spot, do you think we'll see a lot more of him?
They getting on you, dog. Your people getting on you. I love it.
Shouts out to remix.
But anyway, yeah. To that point, here's what I'll say about Kamari McLean. Again, Coach Hayes' philosophy. And again, I'm only speaking from the outside, the surface level of this. I don't know the inner workings of why things are. I'm just speaking. If I have a player and I pull, like I've said this before, and again, I'm only talking the surface level. I don't know why, but just on the outside looking in here.
Right.
If Kamari messes up, he has this thing where he's getting pulled out and so forth, or whatever the case may be. I never personally liked that. If I felt that, then I felt that if I felt I had to do that, then I felt that player wasn't prepared. That was just my way of approaching it. I would not put him in the heat of a game. I would put him in, like you say, 29-0. If he's up, let him get his feet wet, so forth. But unless I had to put him in the heat of the battle because I didn't have anything else, or he was the best available.
You don't think we're past that though? You don't think
no,
that those little feet wet versus Oregon versus the other team?
Well, because I'm leading up to that. So I'm leading up to say, if he plays him, let him play. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm like you said, to your point, we're at the point that if you're going to play him, then let him play. He has to fight through it mentally. He has to know every 25 seconds, reset your clock, reset your brain. That play is done. Get into the next call. Look at the next alignment. What's your assignment? Those type of things. But if he's constantly, and I think this is anybody. I don't care if you play football or you work in a cubicle. If you're constantly looking over your shoulder, if you make a mistake and you're looking for the boss, you're going to constantly make more mistakes because your focus is now split on making a mistake and trying to do your job. So if he knows that, hey, baby, I'm gonna ride with you through this wave, then that's what it is, in that sense. And so I think, to your point, if you play him, let him ride out. At least let him ride out the series, whatever it is. And if you make a decision between, when offense go out there, then that's something different. But after he gets beat for something, all right, come out, next person goes in. To me, it's a little, it's kind of like, what is the psyche for that young man, in that sense? So for Kamari McLean, I'm all for him playing. Let him go out there, get his feet wet. Let him go out there, get burnt. Let him go out there and make plays. Let him go do both. Whatever's going to happen, let it be. And then make it a teachable moment.
It almost, I'm not going to say it pains me. I was just going to pull your leg a little bit, but I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with what you said right there.
What?
You broke it down nicely right there, sir. I don't know. I think it's the concoction you're drinking on. You broke it down nicely right there, sir. But that's the truth, man. I think
the Canes won.
See, then again, I said that, game one. I said you got to let the man go out there, get burnt, play ball, learn on the fly, and do what you got to do because of the fact that you've already evaluated. You said you determined the type of player he is. You said he's a game changer. He's a difference maker. He's a dog, so to speak. Hey, man, let him go out there and play in the yard with the big dogs and see what happens. It's only going to make him rougher and tougher. The videos that I did, the prime parents that I did with Travis Hunter, Pops, he said that Travis, from a child, played with his older cousins and brothers and stuff in the yard down there in South Florida, learning, coming in the house crying and stuff, eventually learning that, hey, man, no need for me to come in the house crying. It's going to happen. So I might as well continue to play ball and get better. Same thing with Kamari in the college system. You're going to go out there, you're going to make plays, you're going to get confident, you're going to not make plays, you're going to learn the process of forgetting those plays and moving on to the next one. The most important play is the next play, not the one that just went by, because there's nothing we could do about it. Once he get those things in his head, get that confidence up, he's going to be fine, man. He's going to be fine. I think it's going to be a problem on both of those corners when those two guys come together. And I just hope that we see it sooner than later, because those interceptions are going to lead to more possessions for the offense, which is going to be the MO of this offense, to be fast, to move quickly, to run tempo, and create turnovers. That's the thing. Turnovers is the key thing for this whole team, basically.
Yeah,
And
I'll say this real quick.
Teams too.
Yeah, real quick. Ask Kurt says Coach Prime is different. Can't wait to get your foot wet. And that's where I kind of disagree. We've seen him let Stoudemire get. Is Stoudemire? Did I say it right? Stoudemire.
Yeah, Stoudemire earn playing time. You know,
he was literally knee deep in it, right? I mean, so and he didn't have to be. You still had guys like Cooper. You still had other guys out there that could play. It's just I think he may have been using that as a teachable moment for Kamari McLean for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not here to speculate, but I'm just saying, whatever it is at this point now, week 9 of the season, and week 9 of the season, or whatever. Yeah, week 9 of the season. Hey, not right now. It ain't get your feet wet. It's dive off the high dive, sink or swim, and let's go. I mean, it's what it is. Just literally,
it is. I had a coach, and I'm still not the best swimmer in the world, but I had a coach, man. He was a lifeguard at the pool out there at East Selma. Shouts out to East Selma, 09 to Selma, Alabama. But out there in the East, in the hood, and he was the lifeguard. You know, I'm over there on the side trying to sit on the side of the pool because I can't really swim. I'm trying to talk to the girls and stuff. And y'all look at me crazy. Y'all from South Florida. I know y'all swim like fish down there. But
I still got homeboys don't know how to swim. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. I was a lifeguard. Hey, I was a lifeguard, believe it or not.
You was a lifeguard.
I was a lifeguard. Listen,
hey man, blowing the whistle. I bet you was messing with everybody, wasn't it?
I had a 6-pack and everything underneath this keg. I had a 6-pack.
Yeah, the 6-pack that you drank while you was watching folks.
No, I got a 6-pack now. It's just underneath the keg. That's all. You just got to understand. Like
6-pack of that Juvie juice. Shouts out to Juvie. I don't know where I was going with the story. Where was I going with this story, man? Anyway,
that your coach probably threw you in the water and said sink or swim.
Yeah, coach said, Chico, man, come down here and get on the diving board, man. I really wanted to dive too, man. But I was like, Coach, listen, I'm gonna dive, but I want you to jump in to save me. And Coach was one of those serious coaches too, man. He had a 6-pack, old man, probably 50 years old at the time. We had a 6-pack, strong, former football player. He said, go ahead, jump in. I got you. All right, Coach, if I jump in, you're going to save me, right? Go ahead, jump in. I got you, man. I jumped in that water, man. It was like, as soon as I touched the water, I knew he was lying to me. So I jumped in and went straight to the side. He said, hey, man, you got to learn how to swim somehow. And that's the best way, is to just jump up in that thing and do it and see what happens. So
yes, sir. Coach Hazelhoff. I'm finna make me a shirt tomorrow. Y'all stop it right now. Coach Kev, I'm finna put a shirt on right now. I might take my shirt off. No, I'll just play. YouTuber ban. Hey, boy, YouTuber ban this dog. They be like nudity. But anyway, listen, man. But I'm gonna tell you something about that story though. That's awesome. You had trust in your coach. Even though you had fear, you trusted in what he was gonna say.
What he told you. I also had common sense. I was like, listen, we're in the pool, we're not in the ocean. There's a side over there. I'm a prime athlete right now. I'm a young 14, 15-year-old man, a young boy or whatever. I know I can make it to this side. Even it's a pool. That's what I went in thinking. I'm gonna jump in, and if I touch the bottom, I'm just gonna push myself and go to the side. I know how to swim like this. I know how to swim underwater. That's my specialty right there, underwater. So if I get underwater,
I can't swim, but my specialty is underwater.
I can't tread water, but I can swim underwater. I can swim across the pool, right? So I jump in, I go right there. But that's what got to happen, man. Kamari got to have some confidence somewhere. Got to say, hey, I can't swim across this whole field, but I can cover this one guy, and I can get a pick if they throw it my way. And that's going to give me all that confidence in the world, to believe in my coach telling me to go out there and just jump. Just jump. Go ahead, jump. You out here smoking crack, and just jump.
You smoke crack, don't you? You want to jump? Jump. Miss Levias, you are in charge. Anyway, hey, Lean on Me was one of the best movies ever. But anyhow, hey, Daryl Page, you hurt my feelings, man. I'm crying. Now I'm over it. All right, here we go. Speaking of Kamani McLean, let's flip it to let's flip it to Travis Hunter. Been a lot of questions about his pitch count, 157 plays, 157 plays, I believe. That was the number in that last game. Do you still think he's a full-time two-way player? Meaning, because he pretty much, I think he took all reps offense, all reps defense. Maybe it was out, a handful of plays, but nothing significant where you could really call him out. Do you think that he is still that full-time two-way dude?
Yeah, that one game didn't, deter me any. That just told me that he was coming back off the injury, dog. And the man is fine. Do I really condone playing 150 snaps though for anybody? Not really. If anybody, it would be Travis. But overall, no, I wouldn't say he should be playing that many snaps if you can manage it. I know he wants to, but you got to say, hey, Trav, this first down, you just came off offense. This first down on defense, they're probably going to run right here. Get you some more water. Take you a snap off. Get you a break right here. Save the hit. We're going to put in. This is a good situation for Stockmeyer, who's a big physical corner, and Cooper to be out there on these first down situations. You could treat it damn near like you do a defensive line rotation. You got run stoppers that go in, then you got pass rushers that go in. That's what I say, and that's what could keep that pitch count down for Travis Hunter.
Man, I had to check the moon tonight, dog. Boy, I thought it's a full moon tonight.
What that mean? You trying to go get you some or something? What that mean?
Nah, dog. You saying you don't agree with the full? Boy, I'm trying to check. I gotta check the temperature in the room up in this joint. Because when you said 150, do I condone it? I'm like, hold up, Chico. Is this Chico, Big Dog Chico I'm talking to?
I'm saying the same thing I usually say. I'm speaking what I feel, what I think. Simple as that. If I feel it, I'm gonna say it. If I don't, I don't. That's simple as that. Okay. It's just a lot of times y'all seem to realize that, dang, that aligns with everything Coach Prime said. He must be a Coach Prime rider. He trying to keep a sideline pass that he ain't even going to the game to need one. What you know what I'm saying? So call it what you want to call it. But like Coach Prime said, am I worried about what y'all are really thinking? You know what I'm saying? When you're saying it like that, dog. No.
Yeah, I just say, yeah, but I will say this. I will say this. I thought I had to be very honest about this. When he took that hit against Stanford, that the crushing blow in the end zone, caught the ball, golly, they can't hold on to that ball, taking that shot. And you can see he visibly was kind of shaking a little bit, whether it was due to the previous injury or just the jarring hit within itself.
Right.
I'm thinking to myself like, but again, I'm not on the sideline. I'm not a medical doctor, whatever the case may be. But I was just thinking to myself, like, as you say, oh boy, you know what I mean? It was gonna get tough, man. Because you see players take those hits and they're competitors. They want to win. They are willing to sacrifice through all of that pain and hurt. And somebody, it's like a boxer. Sometimes somebody else has to save them from themselves. You know what I mean? And that's why in boxing you can throw the towel in. And once the towel is thrown in, there's no reversing it. The boxer can't reverse it. It's done. And so sometimes you have to save a guy from himself. And that's what I thought should have happened in that sense. But anyway,
that's like I said, Travis is a different animal, dog. Travis is a different animal. We can't be judging him off of what we see everybody else doing and say that, hey, he can't do this because such and such.
But I was talking about clearly off the hit, that particular hit.
Yeah. And I'm speaking just clearly off of mainly coming back off of that injury. I was surprised to see him play that many snaps coming off of the injury. But then again, speaking of how to manage that coming in the future, I would say is rotate him, especially on downs where you are anticipating runs. Put in another corner so that they can take those hits or give those hits and be more physical. But Travis can literally be in on passing situations. You feel what I'm saying?
Butterfly, stop it. How you doing, Butterfly?
Yeah.
Said, man, Rocky should have thrown the towel for Apollo. You're right. He should have thrown the towel. Apollo
But
will still be alive.
Apollo will still be alive. But would we have the movie Creed, the 3 movie Creeds? If Apollo,
Dang.
will he be motivated to fight then?
You were saying so that man had to die for Creed to come alive. Dang.
That's what happens a lot of times. Illuminati.
Anyway, so like I said, and here's what I will say. I still think, even though he's a different animal, I mean, golly, he bleeds red, his heart pumps, so forth. But I do still think, regardless of him being this elite machine like he's Drago, I still say to myself, shut up. I still say to myself, think about if you just stack those numbers up on top of each other, whether he's hurt or not. 150 this play, 130 some other play. He is literally not doubling, but he's tripling per game, because unless you're a quarterback, you don't even play all 60, 65, 70, 80 snaps per game as a starting running back. Maybe the O-line, but their impact is a lot different. It's short bursts here. But even they get some rotation out. I don't think he ever was rotated out. Like I say, maybe 5 plays on offense, maybe 5.
That's all I'm saying. Just I think that could be managed a little bit more to have him on that coach's recommended pitch count, so to speak, rotation type, so to speak. And that puts guys in the situation to be the best at what they do. Like I said, you have some guys at cornerback who are a little bit thicker than Travis, who can probably take that hitting a little bit more as far as a big running back coming towards them. You see Cooper step up. You see Stottmeyer step up. A guy like Travis J could be in a situation to play cornerback on first downs, run situations, or short run situations, whatever.
Is he back? Travis J, is he back?
And actually, he's looking a lot better than what he looked in that game that they had him playing in the Oregon game. So him, Miller, you got a bunch of guys who can probably rotate out there on first downs, obvious run situations, to give your guy Travis a breather, put these guys in a situation to play run in obvious situations, and go from there. Now you got more guys playing. You got Travis getting a little bit more rest, playing a little bit less snaps. Now he's fresher on the plays that he's playing, and now you're just doing a better, more intricate job on the sideline, managing what goes on with your star player, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Well, listen, man, we played nice in the sandbox. I want my shovel back, and I'm going to play dirty. I'm not playing dirty. I don't know. I'm just let's get a little messy.
Left field.
No, it's a debate show. Let's debate this.
Bring Pondit on. I see. Let's go.
We already been on here literally almost an hour, so let's get this in. We got 384 on the side of the screen. Let's rock it. Here's what I want to say. We talked about Colorado has a tough schedule ahead. I said clearly that I thought that they would be 6-6. I still think they could be on track for that 6-for-6 record. They have 5 games left. I said that out of these remaining 5, correct, and I said those 2 would have been Washington State and Arizona.
Right.
I'm going to stick with that because I'm going to stick with my prediction. However, my side note says no. My side note says I don't think so. I don't think they can win those games. And it's going to be determined off of this, how they look this week. But my side note says I may be wrong, and I'm going to stay with my 6-6 prediction. But I'm just saying, as Arizona and Washington State look a lot better, and Washington State looked the other week. They put up 6 points. Cam Newton, Cam Ward looked terrible. Like I say, UCLA, I have UCLA winning this week, but UCLA has a quarterback issue going on. But I don't know. Maybe this other guy may pull it out. I don't know. But Arizona has played way different than people anticipated. And Coach Jed Fish got them rolling a little bit, right? And then Washington State as well. I thought that was going to be a kind of walkthrough game. and it doesn't look to be that way.
Hmm.
So right now they're at 4-3. I don't know if I don't know if they can pull out. I may be wrong, but I don't know if they can pull out um a victory. If they do, I think it's going to be like their other wins. It's going to be a very small margin of victory, 3 to 7 points. It's going to be a very small window. I don't think it'll be a blowout victory by any stretch of the imagination. So in my mind, I'm thinking they drop these next 5 maybe. What are your thoughts?
All right, here we go. Let's be realistic. One time,
Give me my shovel back. Anyway,
man, I could buy a whole. I could buy 100 shovels.
buy 100 shovels.
I could buy 100 shovels. Get a little man his shovel back.
You want to see a dead body? You want to see a dead body? Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Hey, Boys in the Hood, if y'all don't know, go ahead.
Classic. So yes, we're at 4-3 right now. Very easily could have been 5-2 and looking way, way nicer right now going into these final 5 games. All right. Sitting at 4-3. And we're sitting back looking realistically like, damn, you got to be in the back of your mind like, damn, we let one go that was supposed to be ours, that 5, and then rolling the dice on these other 5 to get one, just steal one out of there to go bowl eligible. You know what I'm saying? Great, we get 2. Amazing, we get 3, right? The situation we're in right now, though, to turn this around and right this ship and get some momentum going and do the things that that 9-3, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
so that means you got, if my math is correct, sorry to interrupt, that means they got to win all these 5 games left. Hey, Terrence, hit me up on the back phone.
Look at him trying to make a bet. Look at them Boo Capone eyes right there coming about him. Y'all got to realize, man, it's possible, dog.
Coach got a light bill. Coach got a light bill.
Listen, it's very possible for them to win these games, but realistically, what we're talking about is a former 1-11 team, or now a transfer-heavy team. Coach Prime, new staff coming together, and we're at 4 wins right now, 4-3, supposed to be at 5 wins right now, and people are talking about, can they be bowl eligible? I think we should be talking about a lot of the player accolades that's out there that's being put out there. We need to be, listen what I'm saying. We need to be talking about. Listen what I'm saying. Oh, this guy, man. You must be reading.
No, I'm listening. I'm literally listening to what you said. Now that is a pure example of moving the goalpost. Let's not talk about boys, but let's talk about the accolades.
No, listen what I'm saying. We need to be praising some of these player accolades. We need to be talking about possible coach of the year coming up for Coach Prime, because what we're talking about here is, can they win out from being a 1-11 team? We shouldn't be talking about this at this point in the season.
Can I stop you right there, Chico? No. I'm not going to allow Chico. I am not going to allow you to call them a 1-11 team, because when I said they were 1-11, you know what you said? This ain't the same team from last year. That's what everybody said from the Colorado Colt. This ain't the same team. So again, hold on. So again, how can we now use that argument to try and smoothen this rough road? Oh, well, I mean, they were a 1-11 team, and now look at what they've done. They've made accomplishments. But prior to the season, when we would say, hey, look, this is a 1-11 team, they got to turn this thing around. They're not even the same team. They got ballers. They got players. They got this. And now, when the rubber hit the road, I mean, look, guys, well, we got a 1-11 team.
Are you done?
And no, I'm not talking about you. I am talking about you, but I'm also talking about, no, not yet. I'm almost done. But I'll let you know. These are the things I'm saying. Now, that's the goalpost going from here to here, because you want to talk about player accolades. Even Coach Prime said they're giving accolades to players, the top transfer player. He even said out of his mouth, they're making up stuff. He even said, this is why I love Coach Prime. Me and him are the same. Y'all just don't see it.
He also announced them too. So he announced it for a reason.
And he laughed at it when he announced it because you know what? He doesn't type
He
that stuff,
announced it for
Chico.
a reason, like he
Chico,
always do
Chico,
before each presser.
Chico.
He announced these guys, whether it's academic awards,
Yes,
preseason awards. He announces
yes.
all these things, which are
And when he read that,
noteworthy.
hold
Yeah,
on, yes,
even when I saw that transfer All American,
it caught him off guard
yeah,
because can I tell you this? Hold on. Can I tell you this? You know he doesn't type that stuff. He probably got Sam or whoever these people are, and they
all
put it
that
up
stuff
there and
is
say,
presented for him once he gets to the table. Yeah, you know what I mean?
okay. So as he's reading, like he typically does, all right, man, our academic guy is yada yada yada, da da da. He read such and such a transfer report. He's like, man, y'all just making up stuff now. Like it caught him off guard. Like, if we want instead of talking going 6-6, we want to talk about this. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so
I'm done.
back to UCLA first of all, and get into these next 5 games. What can we do? How can we change the mindset? Because we could have easily been, like I said, 5-2, coming into this stuff still hype and saying, "Hey, we're coming in with the momentum. We're gonna find a way to win." All right, you got to reset. You got to take your team back to the first half and say, "Listen, man, we're gonna forget about the second half. We're gonna concentrate on the first half," which we did what we wanted to do. However we did that, how we channeled that, we need to find a way to do that again and come out this second half and do this. They said we couldn't stop Stanford's run game. They said Stanford was too big, too strong for us, and we found a way to do what we did in that first half. Now we just got to put it together for a full ball game. Can UCLA be beat? Can we out game plan them? Can we really be? Yes, we can.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah.
The question is, do you believe that? Do you believe that they will beat UCLA?
Yeah, you got to believe it first of all. And going into the Rose Bowl, a sold out crowd. We've been playing in front of sold out crowds all year. Have they played in front of a sellout crowd? So it's going to be new for them. They're like, damn, Colorado bringing it to us. You know, they're going to be hyped. They're going to be ready to go to. But the right game plan, dog, not just being straight vanilla, but the right game plan on offense, turnovers on defense, letting those dogs loose, simplifying things, having the right attitude to stop the run, creating those turnovers once again is a way the game can be won, dog. That's all I'm saying. And it can be proven also this weekend.
All right. Can I say this? First of all, I got to get this dono. I know I just said I want to get this dono. That's why I want to get it because it's been up here for a while.
Oh,
Shad,
yes,
thank you for the dono, $4.99. At this point, Travis is halfway through his sophomore year and has had injuries both years. Is it time to pick a side and let him fully develop? Chico,
he came from high school with the injury, all right, at Jackson State. He came from high school with the injury, which Coach Prime let him nurse up until he got right. Okay, he played the second half of the season at Jackson State. Came here, unfortunate injury with the guy hitting him late. Come on, dog. That's kind of like apples and oranges, not comparable. And so, I don't think that, for one, the man is doing something nobody else in college football is doing. So, his draft stock is still up there. If we had the draft today, he'll go top 10. He'll go top 10 for sure. Travis Hunter. In my book, he'll go top 5. But, because of politics and stuff, well, we're going to take Caleb, somebody else, this guy, and this guy played at this team, and the big offensive lineman tight end here, then we'll take Travis. That's how I look at it. He top 10 right now if he come out. Next year, he do the same thing, playing that average 100 snaps, just right around there. 100 snaps per game would be good for him. He going top 3 in the draft. Him and Shedeur should be going back-to-back in the draft 2025 if Coach Prime allows Shedeur to come out. But 2025, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter should go back-to-back in the draft. Straight up. And some teams should be stockpiling right now to get a high pick back-to-back in the draft. Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll say this. I mean, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I don't have an issue. I will say this real quick. Living Life Married, we are not a cult. Coach Hayes, listen.
Said we rock with you, Coach Hayes. That's what Living Life Married said. We rock with you, Coach Hayes.
No, I rock with y'all. But for those that are, when I say cult, when I say Colt, I'm talking about those.
we
I just want to make sure because she may be new, or they may be new. It's two people. They live in life married. They may be new. I just want to say those those are the ones where you could say nothing. You could not ask any questions. And now, guess what? The same questions I posed where you could say nothing. People got mad at me because I called him Deion Sanders, dog. That's cult mentality. I'm sorry. It's like I forgot he's Coach Prime. Like when he came to Coach Prime, I said, yeah, Deion Sanders. He's not Deion Sanders. He's Coach Prime. You have to respect. Like, show me what's up. That's cult mentality. So if you're not part of the cult, living life married, then you're not in the cult. But those cult members know who they are. They hide in plain sight. I told you we finna get messy. All right, let's talk now. I think that I don't know if Travis Hunter, you saying if he comes out right now, he'll be in the top 10?
Yeah. For sure. Oh, now Big LT. Oh, now Tariq.
As a what? As a what? Receiver?
Sunshine, Mindy Holloway, Jungle Brother, living life married. As a player, what do you mean? And I ain't talking about as a San Francisco player, cuz you know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about those type of players.
Talking about Ohio player? Talking about an Ohio player?
Not them. You know what I'm talking about? Not
well, Chico, can I say this? Unfortunately,
put him on the field.
Can I say this? I don't know. What was the last player ever drafted?
Oh, hear that last player ever drafted.
No. If you let me finish. I know, but let me finish. I don't know when the last player was ever drafted. Usually they go in as something. My question simply is, do you think he will play a receiver or do you think he'll play DB? That's all I'm asking.
Travis Hunter. He's going to play Travis Hunter. He's going to play Travis Hunter. The correct team that drafted him, he loved doing that.
Because I don't understand. Like, y'all don't want to answer a question. Do you think he's going to go in as a receiver or a corner? That's my question.
I think he's going to go in as both. Why? That's like saying.
So you think he's going to go to NFL? He's going to go to NFL and be like Troy. What's his name from the Patriot? What was the dude number 80? Played corner and receiver.
Troy Brown. No.
Troy Brown. So what is he going to do?
Troy Brown was a wide receiver who Bill Belichick put out there in certain situations to play cornerback. This is not what I'm talking about, dog.
So I'm asking what position.
He's going to play wide receiver and cornerback.
Simple. In NFL? In the NFL?
Yeah.
This the Chico I was looking for. I don't know where that first dude went.
Man, please.
I'm glad he left. This the Chico I like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the Chico you like, man. Please, man. It's simple. Why would he? Listen, whatever team try to draft Travis Hunter and try to diminish him to being a one-way player to fit into their system and their playbook and their little bitty mind, they need to be fired yesterday, dog. You don't draft this man and say you can only play one position. What? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Do you know they don't even draft dudes?
I don't care about what they did before in the past. You still talking about the past. You still talking about other players. We talking about Travis Hunter, who in the past is doing what the man is doing, who has done what he's doing. What are you talking about? You talking about a player that's doing things that nobody else has done, and you trying to compare him to players that are just regular. We're not talking about that, dog. We're talking about if you're a GM. If you're a GM of a team of NFL, you got number 3 pick, right? Caleb Williams or a top quarterback just went 1. Another quarterback just went 2. You got the number 3 pick, and you're contemplating Travis Hunter. What's your holdup? Because he plays both positions, and you don't know which one you're gonna pick him at. What's your holdup to not draft him at number 3, or do you look over him? What are you gonna do?
Well, it depends on what I need. I'll be very honest. I think Travis Hunter.
Let's say whether you need a wide receiver and a cornerback or not. If it's glaring holes or not, Travis Hunter is sitting right there. What do you do?
Okay, I'll say this. If I'm a GM right now and I've looked at Travis Hunter's play right now, I think he's way better wide receiver than he is cornerback. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's more dynamic with the ball in his hand. Can he play corner? Most definitely. But I think he's more dynamic as a wide receiver because I do think he comes out with a lot of foot speed on the cornerback side of this deal. And we seen some dudes with some wheels. And so I think Travis Hunter plays faster as a wide receiver than he does as a cornerback. I would draft him as a wide receiver. Most definitely, I would draft him as a wide receiver. I don't know if I would draft him as a two-way player. First of all, one, financially, it doesn't make sense. Why would I draft this one guy, right? Because back to that point, we're going to draft this one guy when I can get two. Even in the NFL, you don't see them drafting their star play. Hold on. Their star kick returners in the NFL primarily are not even their specialty. They're not the kick returners. They're the wide receiver. Like, you understand?
So you're making a point. You just said, why would I draft one guy who can play two positions when I can get two? That's the whole point of doing business in the NFL. I can see if you would have said, I'm not going to draft a guy that's going to be obviously playing two positions. Now I got to pay him for two, and now I got to pay him more. That's business-wise. But you're saying on the opposite end, you're not going to draft one guy who can play two positions when every GM is looking for that guy who can play this position, that position, and that position, because they'll cover more positions that you need on that 53-man roster, which is limited.
Chico, the fact
same
that you
reason why my former teammate, listen, same reason why my former teammate Joe Webb stayed in the league so long. Not because he was a great quarterback, not because he was a great wide receiver, not because he could do all of them. What other quarterback in the league could play quarterback, be your third string quarterback, second string quarterback, can run down on kickoff return, can line up at wide receiver and be productive? You don't have those guys out there. So he can
Jim Simpson from the Miami Dolphins, number 11.
And he's on a roster. He was on a roster for the longest, probably, more than likely, because he can do all those things. Look at Slater, number 18, the special teams guy for the Patriots. He's out there. He haven't made a play on offense in who God knows when, but he's a great leader. He's a great special teams player, and he can fill in multiple different positions. That's what every GM is looking for in the NFL, a guy who can take up multiple spots. Whether it's a tight end who can play slot, tight, and fullback, that guy is more valuable.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask a legitimate question? And I know I'm going to take some heat.
Come on, really.
Do you really think Travis Hunter is the only dude that can play both ways in college football?
No, but he's the only one doing it.
Yeah, but you know why?
No, I'll tell you the reason why. Because coaches are not doing what Coach Prime doing and not understanding what Coach Prime is doing, and has that level of saying, I've done it and I know what you're going through. That's why most players, I was one of them, play on both sides of the ball. No, I wasn't Travis Hunter, but most players come out and play on both sides of the ball. And then when they go to college, they're often forced to pick one side of the ball and stay there for whatever reason, whether it's the coach saying it, suggesting it, whether it's learning to play, whatever it is. Most coaches are going to say, you got to play one side of the ball, man. You got to play one side. You got to pick a ball. When Coach Prime coming here and saying, hey, dog, you can play both sides of the ball. If you can pull it off, you can do it. You feel me? Everybody's not going to do it, but if you can do it, you can do it. And Travis can do it. And anybody with two sets of eyes, especially as big as Boo Capone's is, and the one that you be displaying over there, you should be able to see that this man is a two-way player. You could draft him as a wide receiver, but you'll be crazy not to line him up at DB also.
But Chico, most of these Power 5 players, believe this or not, I would probably say 80% of these dudes, especially at the skill position, were two-way players in high school, right? I know. They never came off the football field. After all those breakdowns that I do, I watch a dude go in as a wide receiver, and 80% of his plays, he's at cornerback. Fine. And then when they go to college, there's a reason, bro. There's also a reason they don't do it. One, there's a lot of wear and tear on the body, right? That's first of all. I'm just going to call this what this is. One, there's a lot of wear and tear on the body at this level of football. You look at cats
who ain't never did it, who don't understand. That's what it is, dog.
They do understand. There's a reason. Bro, do you know that there's a reason? There's a reason. Understand this business. This is a business.
Man,
And these players are products. Hear me out. This is a business. These players are products to these guys. And if you wear the product down, the product is no good. It's no difference than running backs getting 50 carries a game. Can he do it? Yeah. But
man,
that's so much mileage.
you
I'm just
talking about a
telling you.
guy. I just listened to Chad Ochocinco say today
You
how
don't think he could play both ways?
look,
You don't think Chad could have played both ways?
exactly what I was about to say. But why do you think he didn't? You think he didn't because he didn't want to, or because of the coaches said, "No, you gotta go over here. We paying these guys over here to do that. We don't need you to do that. Are we gonna give you a chance to do it?" No. And Chad said he played all this time, didn't get hurt, and he played 100% reckless abandon, whatever, and didn't get. Some of these guys are just built like that, dog. Some people just built like that.
And here's the thing,
One
though.
of everybody.
When you're making that, yeah, but Chico, when you're making that investment, see, I watched something earlier today. Some guy was one of these YouTube shorts, and the guy was talking about a factory worker. Follow me on this a little bit. I got to close my eyes to picture it. He was talking about this factory worker, and he was upset because he wasn't getting this. And the guy came back and said, "Well, listen, who has all the risk? The guy who puts up what? The millions of dollars for the machinery, leasing the factory, the insurance, putting all the stuff together. If that company goes bankrupt, that guy who invested everything takes all that on him. The worst thing with you lost your job. Same thing with that. These GMs and these owners, if I go out there and invest all this money in you and you go down, why would I do that? Why would I put my product in jeopardy, even more jeopardy of being damaged because I want to play both ways when I got two people that can do that job? Like I'm not saying don't spot play and put a package together, but we're talking about coming in and you want to draft Travis Hunter as WR/CB, and he go out there and play both ways in an NFL game. He's going to play 100 plays in an NFL game every week. Is that what you're saying?
No, he don't have to play 100 plays in an NFL game. But you're not.
So what is he going to play?
You're not going to take him off the field on one side of the ball and just say we're going to limit you and you only play this side of the ball. No, we're going to do the same thing I've been saying do in the games that's coming up. You play him in situations on both sides of the football. He's that good. He's that good. Simple. Okay. I don't see how it's hard to understand. This man out there making plays that nobody else is making at cornerback, doing things that nobody else is doing at wide receiver. But y'all trying to say, we're only going to play one. We can. No, I'm telling you right now, he shouldn't. He should be on both sides of the ball. You don't have to play 100+ snaps, but you're not going to take him off one side of the ball because more than likely he's better than whatever cornerback you're gonna have out there, or just as good as
Chico. I could go with that. Thank you. But
the
Chico,
only thing
you just said that he's doing stuff. Chico, you're saying he's doing stuff that no other receiver is doing. Chico.
No, I said he's doing stuff that no other cornerback is doing, and he's making plays no other wide receiver is doing also. Yes, on both sides of the ball.
Okay, he made an outstanding play against TCU. That was outstanding, bro. I'm not taking none away from him. But what do you mean he's doing stuff? No, like he's playing corner, but he ain't. Come on, Chico. What is? Name me 5 things he's done that just stood out. That what? ESPN. At corner. Then I'm gonna go to wide receiver. At corner, the TCU is one. The interception he made at TCU. That's one. What's next?
He made about 5 plays in the TCU game. You could
name them. Name them.
The pick on the wheel route. The defense in the back of the end zone where he knocked the ball down out of the man's hand. Amazing play, like Spider-Man back there. Came up on the run play, walked the guy down, saved the tackle, saved the touchdown, just being that guy right there. That's just the TCU game out the top of my head. You feel me?
Hold on, I'm still waiting for you to say something that nobody else is like. What outstanding? Like how he made that play at TCU. That was like top 1%. Okay.
Same thing with the play in the back of the end zone. How many other guys making that play in the back of the end zone? Look at that play, man. Look at the play.
Okay.
How many other guys
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for these. I'm waiting for the outstanding Sports Center worthy plays that you're talking about.
On Sports Center, what you been watching? Where you been at? Under a rock?
So name the 5 plays. Like cornerback.
What else? Come on, chat. Go ahead.
If they're that amazing, they should be sitting on the top of your head.
Yeah, I just named 3 from one game right there. All right,
okay, I'll wait for the other 2.
Go to the next game. Pull up the film.
I don't need to. They should be on the top of your head. I'm waiting.
Defending the slant route the way he did. Defending every game you can pull amazing Sports Center plays from, except for that Stanford game. What you been looking at? Every game. Go pull up. You could close your eyes and damn near pick a series. If Travis is out there, he's making a play. What have you been looking at, dog?
I'm not saying making a play. I'm not saying making a play. I said outstanding. Making a play and outstanding is 2 different things.
He's made outstanding plays every chance he's had to make them, minus that Stanford game. Period. What have y'all been looking at? Simple. Defense and offense.
Okay, offensively, great catch on the spin move on Stanford. God dang, boy, outstanding athletic play.
Third down conversion play. Getting open, being there. Whether the Shedeur Sanders put the ball there or not.
Xavier Restrepo do that.
Catching no, not everybody. Catching the ball, making the guy miss, getting first downs, getting upfield, being elusive the way that he is, not taking those big hits. Even if he's taking a big hit in the end zone like he did, making the catch, bringing down the ball. Come on, man. You got me out here trying to advocate for Travis Hunter. Like
no. I'm not asking you to see, but see, hold up, put it in context. I'm not saying Travis Hunter's not good. What I'm saying is you're saying that he made these outstanding plays, and I'm saying he's made the plays he's supposed to make, being who he is.
That ain't no
outstanding. You know who's outstanding? When I watch his tape,
who?
When I look at people like the Honey Badger, I'm like, God dang, this dude was at corner.
He has plays on his tape where he's not getting beat. Must I pull up Alabama versus him or something?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about. I never said Travis Hunter shouldn't have got beat. I never. That has nothing. Don't do that shit, because I never said that. I'm talking about outstanding play. I'm talking about stuff
man has made outstanding plays. Look at the highlights from each game. Given the opportunity, he's taking and making those outstanding plays. Look at the picks he got. Look at the pass breakups he got. Everybody's not making those plays. If that's the case, then everybody will have a pick and so on, like he has. Come on, dog. Come on.
Jamal said I'm getting cooked in this argument. Well, stew me up, baby. Cut some carrots up, some onions, some bell peppers, and stew me up, Jamal Brown. Because I'm not saying that Travis Hunter is not a player. I'm not saying that he doesn't make great plays. But we're talking about like what he has done, in the sense that you're talking about what he's done in college right now is worth him being drafted as a wide receiver and a cornerback. Highly doubt that, bro.
Listen. You got coach in front of your name. All right.
Okay.
You could very well have scout in front of your name. Coach says that you can use your eyes and look at this, because that's why they send those scouts out there to practices and stuff. If this wasn't the case, you wouldn't have to send these scouts to practices, because you'll just look at the game film, or you'll just look at the stats in your case and say, I'm going to pick the guy that has the most picks, interceptions, and that's who's going to get drafted first at corner. No matter how he got those interceptions, he got the interceptions, and the stats say that he's the best. Otherwise, you have scouts. Realistically, you have scouts that go out there and look at these guys in practice, how they treat people, how they walk, talk, act. They're looking at body types. They're looking at, like I said, how he practices, the speed he practices, competition level. And
his body type ain't the greatest now. Let's not get that twisted.
If none of those things were important, then they'll just look at stats and go draft off that. This guy here is that guy at practice, and he's the guy on the field where it translates. He takes the coaching. He helps coach. Great attitude on and off the field, discipline, everything that you would look to ask for, which is why they go and scout these guys. And that's what makes him, along with the field productivity, that what makes him a top 3, top 5 pick when he comes out. It's simple. Now, the fact that he's playing,
okay, can I say this? I'm not disputing that.
Come on, dog.
But listen, I'm not disputing that. I'm disputing that he's a two-way player in the NFL.
Okay,
that's what I'm disputing.
Which he is.
I'm saying
he's a two-way player. If he's not a two-way player, then he's drafted by the wrong team. He's in a bad situation. He needs to ask for a trade fast as possible. He's getting stunted. He's getting held back. However you want to put it. If he goes into the NFL and somebody don't allow, it just stops him from playing one side of the ball, how dumb is that, coach? You feel me? You need to get fired yesterday, fast. Get up out of here, dog, with that bull jump. But that also shows you the progressive mind that Coach Prime has, the understanding that he has, the archaic, old school mentality, like barbaric mentality of some of these football coaches. Some of them just ignorant to the fact that it can actually work the way it can. You got guys who have been recruited and played both sides of the ball, got recruited by both sides of the ball. Literally, a guy can get recruited as a linebacker by a school and then get recruited by a running back as a running back by another school, right? What if I'm getting recruited by a D1 school at running back and I go to Georgia to play linebacker? You telling me that it's not still in me to play running back? Or is it the coach, once I go there and the coach saying, okay, we recruited you at linebacker, we project you, we just want you to play linebacker. You feel me? It's all about the coach's understanding and perspective. And when Coach Prime coming in, he recruiting these guys. He said, okay, I see what you could do on both. That's why you see Adam Hopkins playing defense also. He came in as a wide receiver, but he had picks, got film from high school playing DB. He got potential to play there.
So why he can't play wide receiver and DB then in the NFL? Why doesn't he play both?
Who, Adam Hopkins? Who are you talking about? I'm talking about Adam Hopkins, who's playing. He's a freshman for Colorado. He's playing. He's getting reps at DB also, not just wide receiver.
All right, you got it. I just don't see Travis Hunter being a two-way player. And if they draft him,
you're not
seeing
this man doing on the football field, dog.
It's not that, bro. It's the fact of, dog, there's a business model behind this too, dog. There's a reason why they don't do this. There's a reason, bro. We already talk about your profession, your legacy in the NFL is already 3.5 years, 2.5, 2 3/4, whatever. And whatever injuries are at an all-time high. And now we're going to double that. Think about what you're about to say. We're going to double those chances of probability by playing him twice. And you're going to say, we can't find another dude that can do this. That can come on, bro. Okay, you got it. I don't have anything else to say. I just can't. I don't know what else to say.
And I've tried to articulate it for you, but some people just won't get it. That's all good. That's all cool. You know what I'm saying?
My head hard as steel.
But you know, different perspective. I'm not saying you even wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can understand what you're saying in a way, but what I'm telling you is your way of thinking about it is the same of those old school coaches who have held back so many of these two-way players who had the potential to do what Travis Hunter is doing. Thanks to Coach Prime, he's able to come out here and do these things.
I'm not thinking the worst.
You are.
Mark, I'm thinking probably. No, there's
a business model, and you're proving me right, because the business model is to find as many players who can do multiple things. Now, you're thinking that he's going to go in the NFL and play 150 some snaps. No, that'll be crazy.
Didn't say that. I asked you. I'm asking you, how many snaps do you think he'll play both ways?
He needs to be spot, especially in the NFL.
So give me a number. How many? Okay, hold on. If you said it needs to be a spot, then where would he primarily start? Maybe that's a great question.
It depends on the team. But overall, what? It depends on the team. That's simple. But overall,
he's a third round draft pick. Third round draft.
If I'm the Atlanta Falcons, right, and I got Travis Hunter, boom, I got a chance to draft Travis Hunter. I'm drafting him, right? Bam. We got a bunch of problems. Anybody who drafting that high more than likely has a bunch of problems, right? Yes, I'm gonna play him. I got a package for him on offense, and I got a package, best believe, for him on defense. Third and long, and I got. Listen, man, how crazy.
So he's not going to play. He's not going to be a starter.
How silly would it be to be in third and long situation in the NFL, AFL, whatever FL, like you said earlier, and to have Travis Hunter on your team and he's on the sideline watching third and long? How dumb is that? vice versa. Even if you on 3rd and long on offense, and you got Travis Hunter on your team,
So I'm asking a question.
you got him on the sideline watching y'all go.
Here's my question.
How dumb is that?
All right, I'm gonna ask this last question. You're right. That's super stupid. Here's my last question. Big Dog Chico is the head coach of Big Dog football team. You draft Travis Hunter. You draft Travis Hunter. 60 plays the average in your league is 60 plays defense, 60 plays offense. That's the average. Where do you start Travis Hunter?
I don't know how to say it in Spanish. I wish I could, but it depends on the team.
It's your team.
It's my team. It's my team. I'm starting him. If I get the ball first on offense, he on the field on offense. If I get the ball first on defense, he on the field on defense. And I got a package for him. I don't know how many other ways I can say this.
Okay, because I want to hear this clear.
Just like Shannon Sharp said earlier on Uncle Ocho. Shannon Sharp said, "Hey, my coach came to me and said, hey, Shannon, we got a package for you this week. We got a package for you this week, Shannon. We coming to you this week, Shannon."
Okay, this week. But Shannon primarily played tight end. That's what I'm asking you. Yeah. So Shannon was a tight end. Now the package may hold on. The package may be, hey, we're gonna put you at running back and something here and there, or we may split you out wide. But Shannon Sharp's primary position was tight end. I'm asking you, what is Travis Hunter's primary position on Big Dog Chico's team?
On offense, we're gonna have a package for him on offense too. He's gonna be in that slot. He's gonna run some routes. We're gonna use him as a decoy. You know, skill. We're gonna do some things with old Travis Hunter out there on offense.
So he's starting. So he's starting on offense for you.
Yes, he's starting. Skip, what are you talking about?
Okay, so he's an offensive player, so he'll be a wide receiver then for you.
If I'm
that has a package on defense.
If I'm on defense first, he's on my first team out there on defense. Me personally, I'm going to have a package for him.
This is great content.
It's great content. I'm proving my point, I guess, and you're proving your point too. You own the who is it? Who an old school coach? Not even, I'm talking about old school coach. You feel what I'm saying? You thinking those old and
Charles Woodson did it.
Was Spot right. His Spot played,
but he was primarily a DB. Thank you.
Two different players, dog. Charles Woodson did not have the offensive skills that Travis Hunter has, dog. Simple as that. Not Charles Gamble, not Charles Woodson, not Champ Bailey, not none of these guys y'all can name has the skill set on both sides of the ball that Travis Hunter has on both sides. Now, one of them might have been, you can argue and say, well, Charles was a better defender, maybe, but he wasn't as good as wide receiver as Travis Hunter. And the gap for Charles Woodson as a wide receiver and Travis Hunter is way bigger than on the other side of the ball with those two guys. You understand what I'm saying? So Travis Hunter is a better athlete on both sides of the ball. You feel me?
I don't know how to answer that. Joe Owens, $5. Chico, you trying your best to make Coach A look stupid, but it's making you look slow. I read it because it's a dono. Hey, Joe Owens, thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. Listen, we open up the phone line, 862-799-9956. We're only asking, please, guys, present your question. Please present your question. Coach doesn't want to have to crash the plane. We're not putting a timer. Just simply ask the question. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna let the queue build up here a little bit. And we didn't even talk about the rest of the teams because I'll wait for a few people to jump on in here. Oregon State, I'll say this, is going to be tough. DJU is playing pretty good. Martinez is running the ball extremely hard. Like I said, Arizona, they kind of went through some quarterback woes in here, and they found this new little young dude, not young dude. Yeah, he is young, a freshman, number 11. I have to follow them some more. Like I said, they're a little bit further down the road. Of course, Utah, holy smoke, kamokes. Listen, their quarterback, Cam Rising, I think he shut it down for the year. But their defense, and that's going to be a great test to me in Colorado, is their defense, I think, has not given up more than 21 points all season. So it's been very low. 7 points here, 21 points, blah, blah, blah. And their defense plays pretty good ball. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm looking at it right here.
See,
they lost. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
go. I just want to make this point about Utah right quick, about their defense this year that's been actually phenomenal, man. 11 points to Florida, 13 points to Baylor, 7 points to Weber State, 7 points to UCLA. They lost 21 points to Oregon, 14 points to Cal, 32 points to USC, and they play Oregon this week. So they've not been giving up a gang of points. And so that's going to be a pretty good matchup. Got a couple of people here calling in. I'm sorry. Real quick, that's your don't know, Chico. Go ahead, you can read that off.
Mr. Andrew, 2800 for the 399. If Shador wins out, he goes to New York Heisman. Yes, sir. He will be in the Heisman, I think. But, let's get a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's go game by game. Let's go ahead and beat UCLA first, put up some big numbers versus them, which is very, very possible and could happen. We do have an offensive lineman coming back, Big Savion Washington at right tackle. He'll be back. Kareem Hart did play well minus those 2 penalties that he had last game. So I'm looking at a comment coming in.
I was just saying, D.L. Butler, real quick, just Coach Hayes at Coach Hayes FB. You'll see that same logo right there if you want to hit me up on Twitter for whatever. And Coach G in the building. What's up, Coach G? It's been a minute, dog. Huh? I hope we still friends. Please make sure you straighten up and fly the fly right pilot. Coach G, you stop it. Thank you, though. I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight, Coach G. Seemed like we left on bad terms. You're still my friend. We're still friends. Anyway, and don't be holding up your fist at the screen like this at me right now. I know you're like, oh, I hate that guy. Anyway, here go your best buddy, man. 12, talk to him, dog. First one on the line. 12.
Good day to the fellas. Chico, man, you already know how we go. Listen to this. The fact that you said Travis Hunter is better than Woodson, you kind of lost the whole chat in that. This man won the Heisman, and he's a Hall of Famer. You may not remember, because you were a younger guy, how much of a beast Woodson was at the receiver position. So let's not go there. And he was the beast at corner. Here's my thing. Travis has a year or two to figure out the coaches and the NFL to figure out where they're going to put him. He's going to have a primary position. I understand your point, Chico, when you say they're going to have a package for him, but it will only be a package. So between this year and next year, the scouts are going to see where he best can impact the team, and wherever he can impact the team, that's where they're going to put him. I'm going to give you a good example. We got a guy who's going to the Hall of Fame. You can mark that right now. His name is Devin Hester. He played both ways at Miami, at the U. He was a DB, and he was also a receiver, and he was also a punt return guy as well. When he got to the league, you know the history. He played some receiver, he played some DB, but he had the most impact at punt return. So, yes, Travis will get drafted. He has a lot more. He hasn't really proven anything to be a phenomenal DB. You mentioned Champ Bailey. He's not even in Champ Bailey's league. So let's not even go there. You talk about Gamble. He's not there yet. He's an athlete, but don't get ahead of yourself.
Chris Gamble, yeah.
Even Dion, even Dion played receiver. They have a package for Dion at receiver sometimes. His mentor. Yeah, so we got to remember that. So again, he'll be fine. We'll see how it goes within the next year or two. Here's my question.
Hey, hold on. Let me address that. Hold your question. Let me address that right quick before I lose it, because you giving praise to Coach Prime and saying what Coach Prime was. Does what Coach Prime think hold any type of weight? Because he did say that Travis is further along than where he was at this point. Second, Travis,
he's supposed to say that.
He ain't supposed to say nothing. You just lying.
You promoted your kids.
You just said earlier that Coach Prime is just like me. We're going to tell you what it is. We're going to tell you how it's supposed to be. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing. We're not going to be political.
I would have said the same thing if I'm trying to promote my kids.
One or the other, dog. It's either one or the other. Keep the same attitude when you come through, dog.
I do. He's promoting him. Why do you think they?
And now you're saying he's promoting him. Come on, dog. You gonna listen to him, or you gonna have selective hearing up in this thing? You feel?
I don't have selective hearing. I would tell it 100. He literally
Chico.
is promoting Travis Hunter.
Come on, man. He ain't gonna
Yeah,
put his name out there for promotion. He's putting his name out there because he's gonna stand behind it. He's saying that the man is at a better position than what he was. He believes that. He's not gonna be lying, as you said earlier. Secondly, at wide receiver, Charles Woodson is not a better wide receiver than Travis Hunter is at wide receiver. Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson at wide receiver is not as good as Travis Hunter. Come on, man. Are you crazy? Charles Woodson.
Travis Hunter
Kemp
just
Bailey,
got
Kemp
started.
Bailey was a Hall of Fame, of course, great player at Georgia. When I got recruited, they showed me all these things at him.
Win the Heisman. Chico, come on, man.
You think Travis not on his way to win the Heisman? You think Travis not on his way to win the Heisman? Come on, man. What are y'all looking at?
I don't think he's gonna win.
This is a one of one. This is not one of these guys who you're trying to compare to and say, well, Gamble didn't do this or Charles Woodson didn't do this, because that's what they did the best they can do at their positions, and they had their primary position. You're talking about guys who are primary DBs. Champ is a DB first. He could go out there and line up at wide receiver and do his thing there. Gamble was a DB first who can go out there. You said Devin Hester earlier. Devin Hester couldn't hold Travis Hunter right now. Couldn't hold Travis Hunter jockstrap at DB. Devin Hester was getting cooked at DB. He was a Hall of Famer.
You must be out of your mind.
He was okay at wide receiver. Come on, man. Look at what he did on the field. What are y'all looking at?
I get into the debate with because Travis Hunter want to be Devin Hester.
What's your question? What's your question? God dang,
Travis gonna have Travis, and this much respect to Devin Hester, but Travis gonna have more receptions and more picks than Devin Hester. He's not gonna do the same thing Devin Hester did
right now, left and right. He'll cook Travis on his worst day. You would ask somebody,
listen, man. I know.
Okay, can I ask? Hold on. Can I ask one question? Chico, I'm gonna add one question. Hold on, 12. I'm gonna add. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Now.
I want to ask you one question. One question, Chico. I know that Coach Prime said that Travis Hunter is further along than he was. In Travis Hunter's sophomore year, has he performed as Deion did in Deion's sophomore year? Your mic went out, Chico.
Has he done more than what Deion done in his sophomore year?
Has he performed? What I'm saying, in Deion Sanders' sophomore year of college at Florida State University. No, I'm asking a legit question because
I would have to look at Coach Deion Sanders at the time stats for his sophomore year.
He got to look at those stats. Look how he played.
Yeah, I got to look at stats. Look at how he performed there. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing from Travis Hunter. And what I'm seeing, and what Coach Prime is backing, and what the man is putting out there on the field, dog, and what nobody else's college football is doing. If they had the opportunity to do it based off what their coach's limitation is, then maybe they would be doing it. But nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it but this man.
The fact that first of all, the fact that he's playing that.
In the box.
I'm not putting him in the box. I'm not saying to see that's the thing. When somebody says,
you trying to force and say, what's his primary position? What's his primary position? His primary position is Travis Hunter. Put him out there on the field, dog. Create a package for him. You're
100% right.
Let him go.
12. What's your question?
Defense.
You're right. 12. What's your question? So I can push on.
Well, that's not necessarily true, Chico. 12. That's not necessarily. Chico.
Okay, go ahead.
Chico, that's another. Chico, hold on, Coach. Let me just say this because we got to fact check, Chico. Hold on, Coach. I want to fact check something real fast. Let me just say this. Travis did have a primary position. Even when he got recruited, he was recruited as a defensive back who can play receiver as well. Prime said that he's flexible, he's durable. So he did have a primary position. It was defensive back, Chico. Let's be honest now. I know football too, cuz.
That was some rating. That was from his rankings.
DB. Now, most players, good players, most athletes, especially in Florida, where we're from, we could run that thing. Hold on. Most athletes in Florida, we could run that thing back and forth. We can play DB receiver. We can running back receiver. We can do it all down there. So we're flexible. Now, Travis has a ways to go. He's played some decent games. Nothing that has blown out the water for me. At receiver, he's been playing a lot better because he got cooked a little bit too in the Stanford game. So all DBs get burnt. Let's be fair. So listen, my question is,
thank you.
Do you think you guys win one more game?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which
And,
one? Which one? Which one do you think?
The next one.
Okay.
What do you mean? Which one you think? The next one.
I'm just asking.
The schedule. The next one. That's what we got coming up. The next one. Walk in your trap and take over.
I respect that. But listen, I like Travis. He's gonna have to. They're gonna have to work on this pitch count for sure because it's gonna be tough.
Gotcha. All right, 12. Appreciate it, dog. Let me push on.
Man. All right, hey, Chico. Next time you see Hustler, he'll be having on a yellow jacket. He'll be having on a yellow jacket.
I hope so. I love Devin Hester as a homie. As you know what I'm saying. I met him a couple times too. I love Devin. I hope so. I'm all for him. But I will say this: Travis Hunter and probably any DB his size will have problems with a big, strong, fast wide receiver like Ayo Manor. You feel what I'm saying? So there's techniques and ways that Travis can get, and can play up to a standard when playing those big guys. You know what I mean? But that's with any DB out there. But he has the ball skills and the agility, the ability and agility, speed and everything, all the factors that's needed at that cornerback position. Simple as that. I'll take him any day at corner and wide receiver.
I love it, man. Listen, we're gonna take this next one. After that, we'll lock the phone line. So if you plan on calling in, please do so. 862-799-9956 is right below. Please call in. If you hang up, you're gonna miss it. Let's go. 3187 coming to you. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name and what's your question.
Yo, what to do, Coach? It's Clark from North Carolina. What
Clark.
up, Chico?
What's happening, North Carolina? What's happening with you, Clark? 09.
Not much. I got one question, but I want to piggyback on the Travis topic real quick. Is people being too critical of Travis DB skills because of the Stanford game? Because he had like 20 targets at wide receiver coming off of 3 weeks. 3 weeks of not playing. So I'm feeling like we being too critical of his DB because he was obviously fatigued, playing 156 snaps off of not doing no conditioning for 3 weeks in altitude.
That's my whole point, dog. That's exactly what I said.
Not understanding that?
Yeah,
okay. Or him being locked down, TCU locked down. Him literally, they not throwing the ball at him at all at Nebraska lockdown.
They ain't throw the ball at nobody, but the ground, Nebraska game, they was so terrible.
Look at the all 22, Coach. Look at all 22. You just look at his technique. Lockdown. CSU, Torrey Hodge, they moved him away from him until he got hurt. And when Travis got hurt, that's when Torrey got off because Travis was on him up until the game. So is people just blinded by the Stanford game and not putting in context? That was my first statement.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Coach.
Well, that was a question, right? So your question was, are people blinded? No, I didn't look at it.
I mean, that was
no. But I'm just saying, I would like to answer because I was saying, I clearly and this is the part where I have issues. People take it and the narrative turns to you're saying Travis Hunter's terrible. Far from that. I'm talking about because Chico said he's making outstanding plays at cornerback. And I'm saying outside of the TCU, that interception on the goal line, which was phenomenal. Only 1% DBs, maybe 0.5% make that play. But what I'm saying is, what has he done that's phenomenal? Not within what he's supposed to be doing, not what's within that. I'm talking about phenomenal stuff when you look at it in that sense. That's what I was saying.
That's called moving the goalpost. You're saying a guy got to what's this phenomenal play?
Because you said outstanding. Okay, forget that. What was his out? Okay, stop it. What was his outstanding play? Using the same word you used. You said he made
listen, you can use whatever word you want to use. I'm talking about eye test from a scout's perspective and from a GM's perspective looking in.
That's not what you said. You said he's making outstanding plays at cornerback.
Yes.
So what does that got to do with the scout? What the hell does that got to do with the scout?
Same thing my dog from North Carolina just pointed out. If you look at all 22, you'll see the man in great position. Locking
what
down
outstanding
supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Everything is not going to be outstanding.
Hey, Coach.
Go ahead, Clark.
Coach Hayes.
Yeah, brother.
Is taking away one side. Is eliminating one side of the field not outstanding?
Sure it is. You're right.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
What you want him to do? Go out there and do a cartwheel, cover the guy.
To the other side of the defense outstanding, because that's what they did against Nebraska. That's what they was doing against CSU. When he got hurt, we seen what happened. We seen Tory Horton, but I mean, here's my question. Can I?
Okay, get your question in, Clark. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is with Coach.
Damn.
The DC. I'm forgetting his name. The DC for us.
Charles Kelly.
Kelly. He does this. He don't do the normal nickel corner. He does the star. So basically 3 safeties. I feel like he that is a personnel type of thing. I feel like he's comfortable with doing that because he had Darren James running that, which is he's 1-on-1. He had Jalen Ramsey running that position.
Yeah, dog.
He had some dogs at Alabama, the Brian Branches, the Fitzpatrick Minkas. He had some dogs.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
We don't got that same type of versatile talent to where, in my opinion, where you can keep some of our best talent as far as Marion Cooper, Kamari, and Travis on the field at the same time, to put in a slower player, less athletic player, but they may be better, like a Cam Craig. He's a dog. He fight. He make plays, but he's slower.
All right,
but he can hit. But so I'm asking.
And he's leading the Pac-12 in picks. But go ahead.
The star is not bad, but I think we should get more of those guys because Marion Cooper, he's a tackler.
Okay, so what's what's your question?
Well. And they cover and they more athletic than that star position that we currently doing.
All right, so what's the question? Who should we put there, or who should they put there, brother?
Should it be? Do you think it should be a rotation of? All right, let's get some more athletes, some more speed on the field. We getting beat by drags, and we got slower players guarding the fastest player on the field in the slot.
I got you. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Clark. We're gonna answer them. I'm gonna let Chico go ahead and start off with that answer, and then I'll cover. I'll come in the end. Thanks, man.
Honestly, I couldn't hear the question. What was the question, Dave?
All right. The question was at the star position, which is typically another safety. He was saying that there's been some issues in that position because of speed, and should Colorado use another player or a faster player?
No, actually, the guys who've been playing that position, Miles Slusher, Cameron Simmons-Craig has been playing pretty well, actually. Simmons-Craig with 3 picks. Slusher, one of the top tacklers when he's playing in the game. I don't think that position has been a problem for them. Actually, that position's probably been performing well. We've seen Simmons-Craig and guys at that position give up maybe a couple of catches here and there, but overall they're supporting the run game. They're coming up hitting, and they're creating those turnovers. The outside wide receiver, the outside cornerbacks defending those outside wide receivers has been a consistency issue, in my opinion, with the technique and making plays on a consistent level. I think that's what the problem has been. I think Cooper has done well in everything in front of him, run game, short routes in front of him, but I think he can also step up and be a lot more physical coming off the line of scrimmage for the wide receivers, getting his hands on them a lot more. Same thing with Stoudemire. That should be across the board with all those DBs, just being a lot more physical and so that those safeties can roam a lot more and we can play a lot more man coverage. And I think that eliminates, that cuts down at least on some of those crossing routes and those slant routes, but it can open you up for those go routes on the outside. But that's where those safeties over the top come in at. I think that'll be the best bet for this defense moving forward. And that is an opening for a guy like Kamari McClain to play, Cooper to play inside at the slot now, and Travis to be on the outside also. That's me. That's what I'm saying.
I'll say this really quickly, bro. A lot of people match up personnel. 11 personnel come out there, 10 personnel, so forth and so on. And you have packages for that. You may have your start package, the nickel package, dime, and so forth. I think that's been a problem for Colorado's defense, is getting the packages matching to the personnel. We've seen them do that 4 times against Stanford. We've seen them have that issue getting guys on and off the field. So I think Coach Kelly understands the versatility based on what he's going to see. The problem they're having is the procedural piece of getting guys on, getting guys off, knowing when to come on, when to come off. And that's my answer at the end. Coach G, I appreciate the respect by calling me Mr. Hayes. Please let Coach Big Dog lower your anxiety level, please. You like that? You heard what he said? Mr. Hayes, please let Coach Big Dog. I like that. Thank you, Mr. G. I appreciate you, Mr. G. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna get to these at the end, but I want to get to these callers. Thank you, man. 3187 for calling in. I really appreciate it.
Super chat K5.
All right, here we quick, man.
I don't understand.
Let me put the donos up right quick.
Okay.
Rob the Man Media in the building. What's up, Rob the Man Media, baby? Please say the baby. 499. Big Dog Chico. What do you like to see from CU on Saturday? Hashtag Let's Talk Football. Salute to you guys.
What I would like to see on Saturday is, let's say we get the ball first. All right. I would like to see the offense come out, and first of all, I'd like to see McCaskill to be the starter running back. I would like to see us come out and try to establish, of course, it sounds cliche-ish, but establish a run game, not just the same vanilla way, but in a way that'll put this defense from the jump now and put the defense on their heels by, like I said, misdirection runs, even giving the wide receivers some runs, reverses, quick passes, from Shedeur Sanders, finding a way to negate that defensive line pass rush as much as possible, control the game by short passes, getting down the field, moving the chains. That's what I would like to see. On defense, I would like to see our mindset come out being to stop the run, play physical at the cornerback position, play fast at the safety with Rod Ward and Shiloh Sanders. That's what I would like to see us do. Play sound special teams game, and so on. The same thing any coach would say. You know, all aspects of the game, come out there and control the game best we can, but we got to find a way to win up front, offense and the defensive line. But once again, on the offensive side, that goes along with the game plan each week. The game plan each week. I think that can help out the most sacked quarterback in the league in college football.
K5 for the 499. I don't understand people. We need a real D-line, linebackers. Can't fill the gaps when the line getting pushed off the ball 5 yards.
Hey,
that's your side of the thing, Chico. My bad.
Not K5. I appreciate the 499. I will say this, and I looked at some practice footage. I will say this, and I'll say this, guys. I say that 3 times. I'll say this. To the linebackers of Colorado, University of Colorado, I would love to see you guys have and show some anticipation, meaning on the run plays, I would like to see you guys read and react. Now, that doesn't mean sit back and on the snap of the play, when the ball is snapped, you are reacting right there. I'm talking about you got to read before the snap. If you see a linebacker lined up in a certain position, some type of instincts has to kick in. I would like to see those football instincts kick in this game. Shoot the gaps, blitz some gaps without the coach having to call it, just from you either watching film, noticing tendencies, or just having a hunch and saying, I'm not going to sit back and let the double team come to me. I'm shooting this gap now because I know that the only way they can run this ball is handing the ball off across the quarterback's face. All right. Only thing I can get beat on is the RPO he raised up and throw that thing. Well, I'm taking a chance this game, coach. I got to come up and hit him in the mouth and make some plays on the other side of the ball. That's that mentality I think we got to have. That's that reading, that pre-snap read that these linebackers need to have this game. I think that's my opinion. Oh, now Coach G for the 499. No comment
Thank you,
under
Mr. G.
Coach G just wanted to show
All
some
right.
love, dog.
Appreciate it, Mr. G. All right, here we go. Frederick James for the $5. I guess he matched. He matched. Hey, he saw you.
Do we have a
Hey,
five?
he saw you. He saw you, Mr. G. And Frederick James saw you and raised you by a penny, Mr. G. What you got for it?
Do we have
Frederick
a
James. Frederick James hit for another 5-piece. All right. And then Frederick James came on in for the $10, Mr. G. What you gonna do, Mr. G? Where your billfold at, Mr. G? Colorado defense is an open door policy. I'm gonna leave that alone. Appreciate you, Frederick James. Hey, Mr. G, buddy.
Hey,
I want to open up that billfold.
The team is an open door policy right now, meaning that, hey, we're open to anybody who on this sideline, on this team right now, who want to come in and make some plays. You feel me? It's open door for anybody out there.
What?
Yes.
Hold up. Prior to the season, they were the goalpost moving. Prior to the season, everybody was ballers. Everybody coming in, they finna make all the plays. Now all of a sudden, y'all got an open door policy because now y'all got to find some players. Boy, I tell you, my, like Johnny Gill.
Left field comment from
Coach. That ain't left field. That's legit. That's not left field. What point? Brokeback Mountain is left field. This ain't left field. Prior to the game, prior to the season, anybody you talked about, I heard DeMoy Kennedy. I ain't seen him. He on the back of a milk carton. Smoke.
You hear
Smoke.
The more you hear that,
I'm just telling you, it ain't my fault he on the bench. I've been asking for Cavassier Smoke since Coach Prime said he was in the kennel. He a dog. I'm looking for all these dogs, and now you saying we got an open door policy looking for anybody that want to contribute to the Colorado. So where the dogs at?
You're taking it out of context. Put it in context.
That is context.
This is anybody, any coach, man. You going out there, you're going to say for everybody out there, not out there in the world, out there in this meeting room, everybody on this team. Oh, Coach G was a 999. Do we have a 1099? 1099?
You almost, Mr. G, got you by 5 right now. Up that wallet, go on that billfold and dig deep. We prefer the one that jingle, but we like the one that fold. Come on now, Coach G, you're down by 5.
We like the money that jingles, but we'd rather get the
my burner account $4.99. UCLA averages 200 plus yards per game rushing. They're going to run through CU's defense. It's going to be a long night for those linebackers. Let me finish up these calls. I'm about to lock this.
The conference has been locked.
You got to shoot the gaps, linebackers. Bentley.
All right, Daryl Page in the building. What's up, man? I'm bringing my Louis in his. I'm bringing my luggage in his Louis. Like Samsonite.
What it do?
What's up, DP?
Man, I got a question for Big Dog Chico, and if you can answer it too if you want to, Coach Hayes. My question is, say you the head coach for the New England Patriots, and you going against the Miami Dolphins. You telling me you covering Tyreek Hill with Travis Hunter and then put him at wide receiver to go against Jalen Ramsey, knowing Jalen Ramsey a physical cornerback and Tyreek Hill a fast wide receiver. That's my question.
If I'm the coach of the New England Patriots, hopefully one day y'all holler at me, Patriots. But if I'm the coach of the New England Patriots, and this it could be any team, they're called packages, right? Same way it's been a lot of highlights going around from Keyshawn Johnson versus Coach Prime when they played Dallas Cowboys and the Jets. That's going around right now. But you'll see Keyshawn getting a lot of catches that game, but he's getting them from the slot without Coach Prime, Deion Sanders covering him. You think that's by mistake? That's by design from the Jets organization, from the Jets offensive coordinator. Same thing here. If I'm the Patriots offensive coordinator and I got Travis Hunter, I'm not going to match him up in front of Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey want to cover him and follow him over the field. Cool. But I'm not going to put him lined up out there at the number one wide receiver to where he is facing Jalen Ramsey. On defense, who he said was the wide receiver out there. You got to cover Tyreek Hill, okay, in package in certain situations. If Tyreek run a streak route down the field, you also got to realize Travis is a different animal also. You're going to monitor him. Yeah, you might have to take him out sometimes, but also that man can run a go route. He can cover a go route and come right back. Do I want to put him right back on the field on offense though? No, it's all about packages. It's all about monitoring him. You hear about it all the time when guys come back off injuries. Even in baseball, he's on a pitch count. Coaches say they're going to let Zion Williamson, same thing. Coaches say they're going to let him play 28 minutes tonight. You know, Zion played. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. A pitcher has 100 pitches he's pitching tonight. Same thing. Travis Hunter, I got 30 plays for him on offense that I know he's going to be in the game. I got 45 on defense where I know he's going to be in the game, and I can modify from there. It's simple, dog. It's simple. Everything is a game plan in football. No coach, no staff, no team is going into the game and saying we just going to wing it, or we don't know how many projective plays that Travis is going to be playing this game. You feel me? If anybody's doing that, then you know preparing the right way. What is that?
Well,
Appreciate
I will
it. Deep
say
go
the
ahead.
Miami Dolphins have 4 to 5 players running at least 4.3 to 4.2 speed. So
for sure.
Have good luck with Travis Hunter playing both ways that night.
Oh
DP,
yeah,
I appreciate it. I got to run, DP. I got to get the next call in.
All right, OG.
Thanks, man. Listen, you too can get your chip. This is my 10-year chip of sobriety from fandom. I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. Trust me, I've been through this. Right here. Look at that. Focus in, camera. 10 years. 10 years sober. 10 years sober from fandom. Man, I got my bronze chip right here. This is it. I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. Trust me, y'all. I know what it is to be drunk in love. Beyonce ain't make that song go. She called me one night and said, "You got a title to a song?" I said, "Yeah, I'm drunk in love with the Miami Hurricane."
You know
and
what
that's
it is
how
to have common football sense? Do you know what it is to have common football sense and eye test and being able to evaluate players by looking at them? Listen, I said this man was going to be a 3rd round pick when I saw him in person before he signed to Jackson. Not 3rd round pick, a top 3 pick. When I saw him in person before he signed to Jackson State. Why did I say this? Was there a bunch of hype around him then? No, but based off of eye tests, other top picks I've seen with my eyes, which have been quite a few of them, which I've been fortunate to see. Sure you have too. And I look at him and I saw him play. I saw his attitude, the whole nine. I said, that guy right there is one of them ones. And it's not many of one of those ones, dog. Simple as that.
Real quick, Coach G, if you like to buy this shirt, just let me know. Send me $83.22 and I'll send you one.
$83? That thing gonna put some muscles on your shirt too?
Yeah. Send them $83. $83, Mr. G. Matter of fact, if you subscribe back to the channel, I'll send you one for free because your subscription mean that much to me, Mr. G. You understand me? Anyway, I got 2240 on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, and what's your question?
He was competing against high school.
Yo, it's Will. I'm calling from Ohio.
Not talking about who you're competing against.
Will? Oh, Lord, it's P. What's up, boy? I'm listening to the name, and I'm like,
what's happening?
Wait. You said this P?
Yeah, this P.
Well, if this P, let me hear you say, Man, this ain't no damn P. Hang up the phone.
They gonna say, Chico, hey, that's funny.
Chico, I'm on your head, Chico. Hey, you got some explaining to do. I got a statement, then I got a question.
Word.
So check this, Mr. Chico. How dare you compare the young boy to Mr. Woodson?
I knew it was coming.
Who won the Heisman over who? Do you remember who he won it over that year?
It doesn't matter who he won it over that year. I'm not talking about whether he won the Heisman. I'm talking about eye test.
Right now, he's not there yet. He may be able to get there. And listen, I'm from Ohio, so you know if I'm vouching for that man, then where he went to school, then it got to be something to it.
All right.
I ain't seen Mr. Hunter return a punt yet for a touchdown.
No special team work.
Has he done that?
I haven't seen Charles Woodson do the things at wide receiver that Travis Hunter did at wide receiver.
What has he done? Oh, hold up, Pete. Hold up.
11, man, come on, man. You hollering in my headphones off for no reason. 11 catches for 100 yards. Did Charles Woodson have multiple games for 100 yards at wide receiver? Please tell me, please. Bob?
But you didn't get that sample size from Mr. Woodson, though.
Look it up.
You talking about sample sizes now?
This is my point.
Travis Hunter not even done in school yet. We talking about a sophomore.
Yeah, boy.
We talking about a sophomore. He got ways to go. He still got levels to get to. You feel me? Come on, man. Yeah, listen, dog. This man got multiple plays on offense, clutch plays on offense, whether it was at Jackson State or so on. I bet you Travis Hunter got more receptions at wide receiver just this year than Charles Woodson had in his whole college football career.
Because he played 157 plays.
Because he was able to. If Charles Woodson could have done that, I'm sure unless you just want to put it on the coach then and say the coach wasn't progressive enough, the coach held him back. Say that then. Say that. Because he did those plays like Travis Hunter did.
I'm sorry. Let me get back to Pete's question. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
This is my question. Now, I want you to really think about it because I love Prime as a player. One of my favorite players ever, the most athletic, the best athlete ever, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? All around athlete. But my question is, and I'm asking this for a reason, because one of your callers even alluded to it. Hunter was tired. That's why he couldn't play DB the way he's used to playing DB. So my question is Coach Prime being selfish and trying to prove a point that kid is a dog and that he can play both ways, opposed to using him where he's best for the team overall, and then situationally putting him in spots where he can help on both sides of the ball? If you overuse him.
Who's the better DB? Who's the better cornerback on the team? Who's better on that Colorado team than Travis Hunter at cornerback?
That's Travis your primary. So you answering my question. That's his primary position.
Okay, no, I'm not finished yet though. Who's the best? Travis is the best cornerback. So is Travis not one of the top 3 best wide receivers on the team? You know, because you start 3 wide receivers now.
Yeah, so one of the best.
Top 3 wide receivers. Top 3. I gave it 3. Yes.
Is he top 3 in college? Is he the top 3 in college?
On the team. We're talking
about. That don't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean something. I'm talking about what the man just asked, dog, and what his question was basically that he's saying that Coach Prime is Coach Prime being selfish by trying to prove a point by letting Travis Hunter play both ways. What? No. The man is one of the top.
I'm talking about that much. That much. I get it both ways, but much.
I think it could be managed differently, meaning that I think that somebody should be at all times having him on a pitch count or having him in a special package type deal to where if simple stuff, dog.
So Chico, can I just say this?
Simple stuff.
We get the pitch count. Okay. We get managing. But we're saying he's too good. When you play the game, where is he going to play? Okay, there's 60 on offense, 60 on defense. Where does he play his 60 plays? On offense or defense?
Half on offense, half on defense. How simple is that?
Okay, that's all I want to hear. So he's not good enough to play 60 on offense, 30 on defense, or vice versa.
Yeah, definitely.
So where would out of those 90 plays, where would those 60 be? That's what we're asking.
Where would the 60 be out of the 90 plays that
okay, there's 60 on offense, 60 on defense. We're just talking about an average. And you saying he would play. No, I'm asking. You said 30 on offense, 30 on defense. Okay, I get it. You said now he's good enough to play 90. Not splitting it in half. I'm saying, would you now put him on defense or offense for those 60 plays that they average a game?
I would make it even based off the game. I would make it even. To me, he's just as good on both sides of the ball, meaning that as much as I can not have him on the sideline, I'd have him in the game based off of
30 of those plays. So you're trying to tell me at some point, 30 plays he won't be on the football field. That's what you're basically saying.
If those 30 plays are situational, like short goal line type situation, obvious running situations, any opportunity like that to take him off the field to get him a rest, that's what I would be doing. You understand how simple that is? I'm trying to put it in simple form so everybody out there, if you understand, put something in the comments.
And that's what I'm gonna take my shot. But anyway, go ahead, P. Can I ask one more question?
No,
But no. Maybe
Go ahead.
I'm in a coaching situation and saying that maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. So if y'all understand what I'm saying, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Do you
Oh,
understand?
I understand now. You're saying that he won't play 100% on one side of the ball or other. He'll split it. That means that he will lose 30 plays off the field altogether.
Based off how the game goes. Now, if the game
No, I'm
is
saying that's what you're telling me. That's what you just
based off
said.
how the game goes, and those
No
are
problem.
simply
Now I understand.
those are simply to keep him rested. So I know that he's in top form, not out there.
No, I get it now.
Now
I get it now.
him at 50%, 60%, damn near tired. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll have him on the sideline. I'll have a fresh pair of legs in there. Simple.
I get it now. No problem. I get it. Go ahead, P.
So that's my thing, Chico. Is that not what happened at Stanford? Is that not why they lost?
That's my point. I said that
I
he
don't
could
see
be
him at
managed a lot better. I didn't feel like he.
that.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't feel like he was 100% in a situation to play coming off an injury, coming back like that. I didn't think that he would be in the best situation by playing 150 snaps that game. Matter of fact, really any game, but if anybody could do it, it would be Travis, but I would just monitor it and manage it a lot differently. That's me. I would have a guy personally on the sideline with a clipboard. He taking down Travis each just like the quarterback does on the sideline. And when the offensive quarterback, a lot of people might not know this, but offensive coordinator call a play, they have a third, fourth screen quarterback over there writing down the plays that he just called and maybe what happened and everything. They have that script. I would have the same thing for Travis Hunter on the defensive side of the ball, writing down each and every play, what happened. Run play, whatever. And I'm monitoring it. This is coach. This is play number 89 for Travis. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing on the side. Hey, coach,
Hold up. You ever do over there with a clicker? Like when you go into the fair? Click.
Y'all don't understand how intricate the sideline is. See, y'all laughing, but y'all think people be on the sideline just standing up watching the game.
They do. You want to know why? Because they can't even get 11 men on the field. They get 12 on the field. I'm just telling you.
Problem that me as the coach, whatever coach, sideline coach, head coach, assistant coach, I'm going to be there, not just having my arms folded, but I got a job to do, whether it's counting the special team guys out there.
That's one of the big problems they have there. I see a lot of yes men and nobody wanting to tell Dion, hey, he need to come out. Hey, he don't need to play this possession.
You got some good eyes.
You got some. Maybe he don't got the right people around him.
Hey, you got some cold-blooded eyes. If you can, observe all of that, throughout a game, you don't know whether somebody coming up here saying whatever. I don't know. Yes,
it's on Pan Dion or it's on Dion.
Is what
throughout the game? I haven't seen anybody. You see stuff like that. Those kind of interactions with coaches on the sideline from time to time. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think that's why he has a guy by the name of Coach David Kelly with all the experience that he has on the sideline. I've seen him in the background of Coach Prime multiple times in certain situations come up and whisper things in Coach Prime's ear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that's Coach Prime having another set of eyes.
I actually know Coach Kelly extremely well. I actually know Coach Kelly extremely well.
Down that way, yeah. So that's you think Coach Kelly on the sideline just watching, having fun, observing, and not.
I don't think that's Coach Kelly's. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that's his role. Coach Kelly's role is not to be checking on Travis Hunter. Coach Kelly's role.
No. I'm not saying checking on Travis Hunter. I'm just talking about being on the sideline doing nothing. No, he's on the sideline with an agenda, with things to do, watching the game, heavily involved. That's what I'm saying. Everybody on that sideline, from the head guy to the assistant walk-on special teams strength coach, who just got there 2 weeks ago, he should have a role. Whether it's telling everybody to step back, stay on point. Hey, it's third down. Hey, play clock running out. Get back, coach. Whatever it is. We used to make fun of
you better find a 12-man count coach. Because y'all get another penalty for having too many people on the dang on field.
stuff like
You
that.
better get Lil Wayne can count to 12. Have Lil Wayne or Lil Baby count. Matter of fact, let Lil Wayne count 6 and let Lil Baby count 6.
See, y'all think it's a joke, but I'm saying telling the
I'm
truth.
just being honest.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm
how
saying,
many penalties are y'all gonna get? How many penalties does Colorado get? Procedural penalties for having too many people on the football field. Dog.
and that's why the man said he went back and evaluated each and every penalty, how they got it, why they got it, who was it on, and they're addressing those situations moving forward to where those things shouldn't happen.
I see one
again.
Saturday, I'm going off.
And
But P, man, go ahead and ask your question if you didn't. If you get, hey, P, ask your question. I got one more call in the back. We got to get up off it. We had 2:20. We had 2 hours and 20 minutes. Go ahead. You got one question? You got another question or a question?
Nah, that's it. That's it. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. Hey, I'm going to hit you up.
Good night.
Listen, I'm going to hit you up in a little bit, man.
All right.
I didn't even recognize it. Okay. Thanks, man. All right. 55, 54, 56 coming to you. Call to talk to. What's your question? And we about to get out. I'm sorry. Hold on. I apologize. 54, 56. Give me 1 second. K5 for the 49. There's not even striking to the point of attack of the D line. Needs to do straight board drills for the rest of the week. We're going to see. We're going to see. 54, 56, you live right now. Talk to us. You the last one. What's your question? And give us your name.
Well, there's Rob from Texas.
Rob from Texas?
First,
Rob.
Yes.
What's going on, man? How are you?
First of all, I'm doing very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man.
Good. Well, first of all, congratulations. Your Miami Hurricanes won. They beat Clemson. That was an awesome game.
Oh my God, was it, man? Cane juice was flowing, Rob.
Yeah, it was close, man. It was close, but that was a real good win for the coach.
It really was. He needed it. We needed it. Community needed it. Hell, the mayor of the city needed it. But talk to us, man. What's your question about these Buffs?
Okay, first of all, Travis Hunter is him.
Okay.
I want to go back to what you said earlier about what phenomenal plays has Travis Hunter made. The number one play that Travis Hunter made was during TCU.
I agree.
When he caught that interception.
Agreed.
The second phenomenal play that he made was this last game before he scored the touchdown.
I'm talking about as a wide receiver. I agree. I said that as well. As a wide receiver.
As a wide receiver.
I agree with that as well. I brought that up.
Now, one thing that you haven't mentioned is this. The fact that the name Travis Hunter is the most recognized name in all of college football. And let me tell you why. He was the number one player in the nation, and he ended up going to HBCU, something that's never been done.
Okay.
With that in itself, it broke the internet, so everybody knows who he is. And the second thing is, he's a very high character guy.
That's awesome.
When he got that hit, that he missed a couple of games, he ended up doing a video with that gentleman.
You're 100% right.
I've never seen that before, and that surprised a lot of people.
That was awesome. That was an awesome character move. Awesome character move by him, or however, awesome move by Travis Hunter. But the two things that you brought up about but the two things you brought up about outstanding plays, because they say phenomenal. The outstanding plays are the two things that I said were outstanding. You have not given me anything beyond that. You have any other plays besides those two that I did say that those were outstanding plays?
Okay. No. Those are the two plays that he's made that are phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay. So here comes the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is that we can all talk about how good or how bad he is, but at the end of the day, it's about the accolades that he'll be receiving while he's in college. Right now, he hasn't even finished his first year with the FBS, so we don't know what accolades he's going to be receiving. I know that Coach Prime, he received the Thorpe Award, which is an excellent award, but that happened his senior year. Now, at the same time, we actually won't even know. I mean, we can discuss it, but we won't even know if how good he is until the draft day. When it comes to the draft, Coach Prime was picked number 5, and Charles Woodson was picked number 4. So here's my question for you: That way we can have it on wax. My
Ooh.
question for you is: do you honestly believe that that Travis Hunter will not be picked either 1, 2, or 3, which would actually signify that he's a better player coming out of college and going to the NFL? And that's my question. Have a great night.
Hold on, whoa. So you said
Okay, go
he
ahead.
1, 2, or 3. You said that he's a better player than what? Than Charles Woodson? Because he got picked higher?
Charles Woodson and Coach Prime.
The thing is that Charles Woodson, when he went to the NFL, he got picked number 4. So basically the NFL said there's 3 other players better than you. When it comes to Coach Prime, he got picked number 5. Well, which basically the NFL says, because at the end of the day, it's all about the NFL. It's not about what you think or what I think. It's about what the NFL thinks. And then the NFL said that, you know what, that there's 4 better players besides Coach Prime. So my question to you is, do you believe that Travis Hunter will not be picked 1, 2, or 3, which would be putting him ahead of both Charles Woodson and putting him ahead of both Coach Prime?
Okay,
that's really what the question is.
I got you, Rob. So I'll say this, and I'll be very quick. First of all, as of right now, as I project Travis Hunter, but as of right now, I can't say top 3, but I'll give him within the top 10 as I look at him today. That doesn't mean what he's going to do next year. It may definitely go up, but I can see him going within the top 10. The second thing about being picked before somebody else, to me, that's a flawed statement. I get where you're coming from, and I understand. The reason I say it's flawed is because it's also about player need, right? Or team need. What does a team need, right? And also, we know quarterbacks primarily go first, right? So that's also, that also is a thing. And then the third thing, that's just like saying that Lamar Jackson was picked 32nd and Baker Mayfield was picked first, and look at what you got. Like, we clearly saw, Baker Mayfield played, but we clearly saw what Lamar Jackson did. So you have to say, I get the logic in what you're trying to use about the NFL and the picking of the ranking, but we ain't picking a kickball team here, dog. We picking we picking football. We're picking a football team, and a lot of it is, do I need a cornerback? What is my priority right now? Yes, I got a Deion Sanders, but I really need a left tackle, or I really need a I can tell you this: Deion Sanders is great, but if you ain't got a quarterback, and I need a quarterback, I'm gonna have to pick a quarterback first. I'm just have to be honest. So it's a little skewed.
Now, if that's your position, then let's talk about accolades. When it comes to accolades, the only one that the Coach Prime received was the Jim Thorpe Award his senior year.
Okay.
So my rebuttal to you is, do you think that Travis Hunter will have more than one award before his senior year going to the NFL?
Yeah, he might have 6 or 7 of them. That's fine. Yeah, I'm with that. He may have 6 or 7 or 8, or he may have he may win the Heisman. I'm not disputing that. I'm not saying that Travis Hunter's not a player. I want y'all to. My only question is, I don't think he'll play both ways in NFL, because that's just something the NFL doesn't do.
Okay.
Because it's money involved. That's really the whole argument. It's not saying that. I'm not saying that Travis Hunter is not a good wide receiver. I'm not saying that he's not a good cornerback.
I'm saying he's the best. I'm saying he's the best because Travis Hunter is him.
Okay.
All right.
Listen.
Go ahead, Chico. You finish up. Thanks, Rob. Good.
Words matter. You said that you think that he will not play both ways in the NFL. And now all those guys you named played. No, I'm not talking about
me, Rob. You're talking about me, Rob.
All those guys you named played both ways in the NFL. That's can be a couple of snaps. So you're telling me you don't think Travis Hunter will play both ways in the NFL, dog? Now,
Attorney Chico.
Restate it.
No, I'm not restating nothing. So if you play,
what you mean? Because if you mean that, then I'm about to fire you up right quick. Now, go ahead. Say what you mean.
Fired up, man. Get your lighter, get your J, whatever you got. Right, all I'm saying is, do I think when you talk about two-way player, let's be honest. Even Coach Prime, he wasn't primarily a two-way player.
Man,
He wasn't. He packed.
What are
How
y'all?
many reps? Bro, how many reps?
How many Super Bowls did he win?
Okay, here. Hold on, let's go back to the two-way player.
Listen, y'all.
The two-way player.
Hold
on. You trying to tell me Coach Prime played as much offense as he played defense?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. And
Hold on, that's my question. You're telling me Deion Sanders played as much offense as he played defense?
Coach Prime
Y'all not listening. No.
Was the reason for the Super Bowls. The 49ers, they could not win a Super Bowl until he got there. The Cowboys could not win a Super Bowl until he got there.
Okay, you're right, Rob. And what's your point?
Was him.
You're right, Rob. But what's your point? The question was, when I say two-way player, in the words of Chico, you're saying
he was a two-way player.
Okay, hold on. When you're saying two-way player, I'm talking about Travis Hunter. I just want to make sure I'm clear. I want to make, because you have already twisted what I said. When I say a two-way player, because you said 45 plays on offense, 45 plays on defense. That's what you were saying. I'm saying Travis Hunter is not going to split 50-50 offense defense in the NFL. That's not going to happen.
Well, I guess we shall see. Secondly,
in the words of Rob, put it on the wax.
Listen, it's definitely on wax. And whatever team,
you're making a mistake. And let me tell you why. Because right now, you cannot tell me once drafted, will be drafted for playing offense, will be drafted for playing defense. We don't know because he's good at both.
I agree. That's what I said. And I've been asking Chico for the past 2 hours, where do you think he primarily will play? And he said, now that I realize, he's saying 50-50, 50% offense, 50% defense. That's what you said.
I would say both because Travis Hunter is him.
Appreciate you calling from Texas.
Yeah,
listen,
thanks,
man.
Rob.
Listen,
Thanks, Rob.
You guys are failing to understand what we're going through right here. All right? Y'all failing to understand what we are going through in this day and age of football with Coach Prime as the coach and with Travis Hunter coming out at the time he's coming out doing what he's doing. You understand? This man is better at this time in his career as a sophomore, has put up better numbers than any of those guys you can name, including and admitted by the best of those, Coach Prime. None of those guys on that list has the offensive numbers Travis Hunter has, nor do they even have the skill set that Travis Hunter has on the offensive side of the ball, as far as the way that he runs the routes, the body type, all of those things on the offensive side of the ball. None of those DB primarily guys have those.
What do you mean body type? What do you mean body type? What about his body type?
There are certain type of body types. If you know football and you know scouting and evaluating players, the body type, the composition, the way he moves, the way he runs is more of a wide receiver. Let me finish.
So you like him at wide receiver.
You're gonna cut me off. That's why I said let me finish. More of a wide receiver than any of those other guys. He's a more natural wide receiver than any of those guys you name. Now, at DB, first of all, at wide receiver, Travis is more of here than any of those guys. That gap is about that big. At DB, those guys are here, and Travis is somewhere here, which is that gap is not as big, which makes him an overall better player at this point. Now, these people talking about you can't compare him with a gold jacket. He doesn't have a chance to get a gold jacket yet. Is he projected to get one? You damn right. Will he play on both sides of the football? Yes, unless he goes to a dummy coach, and then he'll be forced up out of that thing. The man is a two-way player. He's going to play both sides of the ball. He's doing it in a way nobody has done it in the history of college football that we've seen with our own eyes. His coach is even saying it. All right. Any other guy who had a chance to do it, who probably could have been as talented as him, maybe he was held back by the coach. Maybe we don't know him. Maybe he only played playground football. But the guys who had a chance, Champ Bailey, Gamble, Charles Woodson, Coach Prime, and whoever else you can name, Devin Hester, whoever else you can name, none of them have been and even could be, in my opinion, as good as a wide receiver as Travis has shown, and the ability that he has on at defensive back is top tier. If he just went as a defensive back, he'll still get drafted in top 5. If he just went as a wide receiver, he should still get drafted as top 5. You put those two together, he's going to get drafted in the top 3. I don't care if a team needs a quarterback or not. Those first two guys are going to go as quarterbacks probably, or left tackles or whatever, and then you're going to take Travis Hunter, the most explosive player we've ever seen come through the NFL draft. I don't know what y'all looking at, but y'all better learn something from me at this point. I'm telling you right now, it's time to keep your mouth shut, keep your ears open. You might learn a few things too. I'm putting it right now on wax. Go back to it in a few years and holler at me when you do. All right. That's all I'm saying. I ought to drop the mic on y'all.
All right.
Message. Better get it.
I'll just say this. Listening to you talk, I believe you believe that he's a better wide receiver than corner. And you just don't want to say it, but I believe you believe that when he goes to the NFL, they will draft him primarily. His primary position will be wide receiver, and he may sprinkle in. I'm just telling you. And if he goes as a wide receiver, he definitely ain't playing cornerback. I can promise you that. In the NFL,
you the type of coach that'll get fired fast, dog. I'm talking about they'll fire you so fast doing dumb stuff like that, dog. Like what? You got the man. You fire that man fast. Get him up out of here. Mike McCarthy face. Get him up out of here, dog. What are you doing? Coming up with the whole play, two laminated sheets of play calls. You know, for what? Man, simplify that junk, man. You making it hard on your players. You slowing it down on them, man. All them coaches need to be fired yesterday, dog. What are y'all doing?
Bro, there's a dude at Clemson named Nate Wiggins that plays corner. 6'2", 190, I think he is, somewhere around there. Can run like the wind. You don't play both ways, but his tape does. His high school tape play both ways.
So what does that tell you, dog? My whole point I've been preaching this whole time.
Dabo Sweeney stupid. Dabo Sweeney stupid.
Dabo Sweeney is cut from the same cloth as 99.9% of the coaches are cut from, which is, man, you got to play one. You got to play one. No. Nick Saban.
You don't play nobody both ways.
Who was that guy? DeMore Kennedy played some running back at Alabama. Look it up.
He don't even play in Colorado. They were trying to find a position.
Man, coming out the injury. Come on, man. Listen, man.
Bro, DeMore Chico, you got Chico.
Listen, dog.
The example you use at Alabama is DeMore Kennedy.
That just came up off the top of my head. Just came off the top of my head. And then furthermore,
Coach Prime. Coach Nick Saban. Hold on. So Nick Saban is
college football. We don't necessarily need nobody.
Say it again.
No. Secondly, our coach is not even thinking that way. He's thinking, oh, you want to come here and play both ways? Nah, man, you got to pick a position. This is Alabama. Listen, man, Coach Prime coming in with a whole different mindset. He's saying, I've done this. These other coaches you're trying to go to, they're trying to put you in the box.
He said, I ain't got enough dogs, and you can play both ways. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
You can call it what you want.
So you saying Nick Saban's stupid then? Because he don't play people both ways.
I never said Nick Saban's stupid.
I'm sorry, you won't say it, but you call Dabo Sweeney stupid for not playing the guy both ways.
I never
but
said
because
Dabo
Nick Saban, yes, you just did.
I said Dabo Sweeney coming from the same old school mindset.
That's not what you said. Rewind selector.
Yes,
rewind selector. Do me a favor, L&V, you in there, rewind the tape a few minutes, listen to what he said. When I say Dabo Sweeney don't play Nate Wiggins both ways, so you call him stupid? Yep.
Listen,
that's exactly what you said.
He is stupid. Did you say?
Yeah, no, I said you calling him stupid. You said yep.
Oh man.
I said Nick Saban don't play guys both ways.
Come on, man.
You calling him stupid? No, he played DeMore Kennedy. He played some running back.
Which is a fact. Secondly, I'm calling Coach Prime the revolutionary because he understands these guys in these positions who have an opportunity to play both ways, has the ability to play both ways. We're in a different day and time. Yeah, we need dogs. So yeah, we're gonna afford you the opportunity to play both ways. One, because we do need them. Two, because I understand.
Thank you. That's the difference.
Man, come
That's
on,
the
man.
difference right there.
Because he understands it.
If Travis Hunter goes to Alabama, you think he plays both ways?
That's putting first of all, he should. Second of all, you're making my point by saying that most of these coaches, 99% of them are cut from the cloth of you're going to have to play one way.
So now here's my point. Those same 99% coaches coach in the NFL. It's 32 of them, and they're part of that 99% you're talking about. So you think, hold on. So you think that good old boy system of the same old 32 coaches who get recycled are going to change their mind. Are going to change their mind because they say, Travis Hunter coming out. Come on, dog. You think that these 32 coaches in the NFL, the 99% of old school coaches cut from the old cloth, like you said, are going to change their mind next year?
Out by who? Younger coaches who think differently. That's why you see the young Miami coach, the young LA coach, the young Mike Tomlin came in young. All of these guys, they want to go younger because
why they ain't doing it? Why they not doing it?
Different philosophies, dog. And right now, they're not doing it because they're dealing with the guys who are the product of these old coaches who didn't give them an opportunity to do it. More and more now with Travis Hunter and Coach Prime showing them the way, you're going to see more guys coming in there and being able to play both ways. If not, then they'll just end up going to play with Colorado and Coach Prime. If they want to stay stuck in their ways and say, nah, dog, you can't play both ways, you got to pick a side, then okay, do that. But I guarantee you, just like everything is moving with anything, people thinking that they're secure with their jobs and not thinking that AI is a real thing. AI coming. AI is coming. The thinking of Coach Prime is coming. More two-way players are coming. What are y'all talking about?
This right here. When I be bringing up the CULT, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, please.
Do you think Coach Prime is finna influence these other 32 dudes to change their way of coaching?
He already is. What are you talking about? Look at the Prime effect. Okay. Look at all these guys.
Okay.
What? You think this transfer portal is not going to be a main place that these guys trying to go to now and build
I'm talking about NFL. I'm talking about NFL.
Anybody. Most of them can't emulate this. Can't emulate it. I don't know why I'm wasting my time either, V.
I don't know why I'm wasting my time.
I've been here, Dr. T. I told you. I'm trying to tell y'all it's coming. And a lot of people don't see it. They still doing what they're doing.
V, how you doing?
They still doing what they're doing, thinking that this AI is not going to be there. You understand what I'm saying?
What does Coach AI got to do with playing two ways? You going to get a chip in his back?
Listen, what I'm saying, see, you're not catching the analogy. It's going a little bit over there. You're not catching what I'm saying is.
Because I'm dumb. I'm one of them. I'm a 99%. No, I'm telling you, I'm 99% of the old cloth. So I don't get it. You got to talk in my terms.
Let me dumb it down to your terms. The AI is the representation of Coach Prime and the way he's doing things along with Travis Hunter. The old school way of things is the thinking of I could just wake up in the morning, go to my 9 to 5 each and every day, and nothing is coming from my job ever. If nobody, no, AI is coming for your job. AI is coming for all of these jobs.
I'm gonna plug into the matrix, dog.
You better get with it. Better get with it some type of way. There you go.
Which pill should I take? Hold up, when I wake up, what pill do I take? Red or blue? I forgot. I'm in the matrix right now, dog. This man here, dog. The machines are coming. That's why I had an oracle. Y'all don't believe this. This is why I had an oracle. Hold up. You know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? And I'm telling you, the oracle, she is everywhere. She is a part of all of this. And this is what I want you to understand.
Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. We're all here to do what we're all here to do. Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
No copyright. Whatever that was, no copyright. I didn't watch that junk. I didn't subscribe to that bull junk.
I'm in the matrix, dog. That's the matrix we in right now.
I didn't subscribe to that bull junk, dog. That's what a
the
lot
Matrix, dog.
of y'all people y'all caught up in the wrong thing. We
In
talking
the
about
Matrix,
real
dog.
life. We talking about real life. We ain't talking about no
Man,
Matrix.
talking about the AI. Coach Prime is the AI that's coming. Boy, that ain't no doggone David Koresh,
Rand 67. I appreciate
Jim
that.
Jones. Boy.
Rand 67. I appreciate that because they don't understand, dog. They do not understand what's going on and what's
Law
right.
Dog, where you at, dog? Law Dog. I need Law Dog. Anyway, Chico, I just got a question for you, man. We've been on here 2 hours and 45 minutes. I know you got a lot going on your side. I got a lot going on my side. Any last comments you want to say about this road that they got to run down? Definitely Colorado will be playing. Is it a late game, early game? I think it's a late game.
I saw it come and say, man, it's either early or too late. And this one right here is a too late 8 p.m. kickoff Mountain Time. That makes it, 10 p.m. kickoff on the Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. kickoff Central Time. So get ready for it. Should be another late night unless it's a blowout and y'all get the chance to go to sleep early. But I expect another good game. And what you laughing at, dog? I'm talking about blowout on Colorado side, dog. What you talking about?
My cup is empty, dog. That's why I'm laughing. I drunk all the Kool-Aid tonight. I'm on the Jim Jones punch, dog. I done went to the Matrix. I done took the red and blue pill. I'm a drunk. Hey, I'm 10 years sober off fandom. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm out of control.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody. Well, I'm not sorry. Too bad for everybody who caught up in that Coach Hayes 99 percentile, thinking about just doing the things the same way it's been done this whole time. I'm telling you, as a guy who went through it, who's seen it, who saw it, who attempted to do it, but also had a coach say, "No, dog, you got to play one way." What? But I didn't come off the field in high school. Didn't y'all recruit me? That bigger schools recruited me. But why am I on the sideline watching us getting smacked? I'll tell you a quick story before we get up off here. This is a real story right here too. I'm on the sideline as a freshman tight end, right? And I came in as a signee, as it said DN/tight end, however you want to put it first, but that's what it had on there, right? So I go into camp and somehow, and looking back on it, I don't even know how. I just stayed and was constantly at tight end position, right? H-back tight end position. Come to a game and we were getting smacked on defense. And I didn't understand why, or actually we were getting smacked on offense. I didn't understand why I wasn't in the game. I was a freshman. So I literally, I almost lost my scholarship from doing this. Quick story, Dr. T. I grabbed my position coach's microphone right here. You know, you had the earphones and the microphone on. This is not made up. This is true. I grabbed the microphone and said, "Put me in the fucking game." As a freshman. And man, shout out to Coach Niners, Coach Toby Niners. Y'all can look it up. Coach Toby Niners was the coach. I'm sure he's moved on to coaching other places now. I think he went to Temple. But he looked at me and damn, I'd never seen him that mad before in my life. He went in there and went off on me. "Don't you ever do that shit again." Went off on me. And guess what happened in the next 3 plays? He put me in the game. He put me in the game. He said, "Damn, son, you must want it that bad. I'm put you in the game." I played ever since then. Secondly, we got smacked on defense so bad, I was on the sideline. I said, "Damn, coach, you can put me at DN for that." You feel me? But that's just the mentality of a two-way player from high school not coming off the field, but now I'm in college and y'all got me doing something totally different, trying to put me and trying to keep me in a box. Those days are phasing out now with Coach Prime and what he's doing and what he's presenting and what Travis Hunter, the success Travis Hunter is having and what he will have when he wins this Heisman Trophy next year. All of that is going to be on display. You're going to have more and more players coming out with that attitude of, why should I have to be on the sideline when I'm just as good on defense as I am on offense? You're trying to make me specialize in something when I specialize in playing football, dog. It's a difference. And that's my testimony. And I guarantee you, in these next years, you're going to see more and more players playing both ways, playing 80 to 100 snaps on the football field. They have the ability.
Chico, I'll say this. I could agree with that to a certain level. But however, where I differ is now in the NFL, it's about money. That's the I think you're not. I don't think you're calculating the dollars with these guys and what the money.
Okay. Let me ask this question: as a Travis Hunter agent, aren't you going to be fighting for him now? You got to put two hats on. You got to put the agent hat on and then put your opposite business hat on. As a Travis Hunter agent, aren't you trying to say this is a two-way player? Y'all can't diminish him. This is a two-way player. You damn nigga got to pay him for both positions. That's what his agent is going to come in and saying the whole time. This guy put up numbers on both sides of the ball. You got to pay him accordingly. You, on the other hand, is going to be saying, no, we're drafting him only as a wide receiver. We only want to pay him as such. And we're going to limit our team's success by only playing him at wide receiver because we want to keep the number we're paying him down.
Yes. And I can tell you a perfect example. Look at the quarterback position.
Fired, Big Man.
No, Chico.
Fired, Big Man. What are you doing, Big Man?
Look at the quarterback position. We know why they don't run them like I'm telling you. You know why they don't run them the way they do? Because the way you can get hurt, they're trying to limit the amount of contact. The NFL itself, they won't let you hit the quarterback here or below you can't even tackle a quarterback below the waist without getting a penalty because they're trying to protect those guys. It's the money, bro. I don't know if you understand it. I get where you're coming from, but why do you think you got quarterbacks out there? And the way they ran Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl was amazing to me. But you don't see guys like, quote unquote, the Tim Tebows get drafted. You don't see those guys. Now you see more mobile quarterbacks, guys running, but that's not what they want them to do. Why? Because once you leave out that box, you free game. And that's why it's all about dollars and cents. Dog, go look. Here's a perfect example. It didn't happen, but go look at Aaron Rodgers. Pops the ACL at the beginning. All of that money is gone out the window. Gone. For the owners, it is gone. Think about what I'm telling you. All of that money that they pay Aaron Rodgers, he's sitting on the couch collecting a check. He has not contributed. That was the first game of the season, and he's guaranteed. He's sitting on the couch. These owners are about money, and I saw Coach G. I'm not a product of 12 years a slave, but in their mind, you wear a number. You wear a number because that is your employee number. You're number 12, 15, 7, whatever it is. And believe this or not, if number 7 doesn't perform, we don't make money. If we don't make money, you got to go.
So how could they have protected Aaron Rodgers from snapping his Achilles? How could they?
No. See that?
No. You brought it up. How could they have protected Aaron Rodgers from
they
hurting?
Didn't. But what
they have is the
trying
question.
to tell you.
How could they have?
God dang, dog. Let me answer you. You asked me. They can't protect them from that particular injury. But you're trying to mitigate. But you're trying to mitigate the amount of contact you have because it's math. It's probability. If you take 50 shots versus 3 shots, could you get hurt in 3 shots versus 50? Yes, but the likelihood.
Point to why I said you have packages for Travis Hunter, dog. That's making my point. To not have him in on first down where there's more contact to where you might have to tackle a 220-pound running back. But if he's in on passing downs, he's doing his thing. He's covering. That's what he's the best at. He's covering. Put him in for that.
They throw the ball on first down, Chico.
They can.
You don't know what
the probability of it.
We literally saw the Seahawks lose a Super Bowl for not running the ball on inches, and you got one of the definitely a gold jacket wearing beast mode back there, and you want to throw the ball, bro. The NFL throws the ball around the yard.
Coach called that. Coach called that play.
I know, but you're saying, well, we're gonna take them off the field on third and short yardage. I'm trying to tell you, they throw the ball on 3rd and inches, bro.
They do, but
so you can't take them off the field for that.
Come on, man.
I've seen quarterback, bro. I watch NFL.
You're telling me you as a coach, you're not smart enough to situational play your player and take them off the field, and so that's like saying you can't put in certain defensive tackles That's taken away from big Vince Wilfork, big Hampton, all these big runs.
20 years ago, you're right. We don't run that kind. You don't, bro.
So you don't see run stopping defensive tackles nowadays.
Name them.
I'm not trying to name them.
You can't because they don't have them. You don't have the hold on. You don't have the Vince Wilforks. You don't have the big Gilbert Browns anymore who come in on first down.
You
You don't even have
that.
Hold on.
You're telling me you don't have guys that the defensive line rotate in on first and second down for run situations? Even if they might not run in that situation, the probability of them running is higher than passing. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
They don't rotate your defensive line. Watch your canes.
You do rotate them, but you don't rotate them. You don't rotate them for that particular reason. Like, you know how on 1st and 10, you brought in big Gilbert Brown from Green Bay, right? And then he know to run out because it's second and long. Those days are done, dog.
Bro,
football is not played that way anymore.
Most guys have evolved to being able to do both. You still have situational guys out there who are just big run stuffing guys who you would rather have in run type downs. You can look across every roster on the team. It's some guys, every roster in college football, there are some guys on the team you go look for. You do the research.
I don't have to. I'm telling you, they're not.
I'm watching each week. Each week, you're rotating guys out.
You're rotating, but you're not rotating them because of the situation. You're not rotating because it's first and goal. Bro, you don't even see goal line defense anymore.
Which you should.
But you don't.
And
you want to know why? You want to know why? Because they throw the ball so much. I'm being honest. Think about this. You don't see the big, you don't see the big fat dude run out there in the goal line package and stuff the hole. You don't see that anymore. That's done.
If those guys exist and you have them on your
team,
who
are they?
Yes,
who are they?
If they exist and you have them on your team,
who are they? Who are they?
Every team has them.
Who are they?
Go look up the roster.
Colorado. Name the ones in Colorado.
Those are the ones that Colorado to recruit a lot more. As far as the ones that they have on their roster right now, who would classify as that would be, I would put in big Leonard Payne would be more of a run stopper than a pass rusher. You're going to see him more on first and second down or in goal line situations than you would seeing him on a 3rd and long. All right.
I can agree with that. I can agree with it. No, but I'm talking about no, hear me out. 3rd and long, yes. However, we're talking on 1st and 10. You don't see the big burly dude walking in. You don't see that anymore.
You do. If you have them, you do. Some teams.
Chico, can I ask you a legit question? Who was and I'm not trying to be funny. Who was your college team prior to Colorado before this whole thing took off?
Who was my college team? Like who would I watch the most?
Who was your fan? Yeah, who were you a fan of? I'm a Miami Hurricane fan.
Probably Alabama and UAB. See, I'm different. I'm not a you in the fandom. I'm not a fandom type of guy.
I'm in the fandom.
Let me explain. Because you said I'm a Miami fan. See, I'm not in that situation.
So you're not a fan. I'm saying you're not a fan of Alabama?
Not so much. Not so much like that. I represent Alabama because of that's the state where I come from. I would have went there had they not been on probation when I came.
Regardless. Okay. So are you a Colorado fan? Are you a Colorado fan?
I'm a follower and a fan and a supporter of Coach Prime in Colorado football. Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. So who did you watch? Since you're not a fan, who did you watch?
I'm a fan of all college football. But if you want to say who I
you're a fan of all college football, who in the last 4 years looks like Vince Wilfork, looks like Gilbert Brown? Who?
Big boy, who played for Bama, Big Cody, who played with the Ravens. What the hell are you talking about?
You saw his athleticism? Did you see his athleticism? Plus, that wasn't 4 years either. Cody been way before 4 years. Mount Cody. I get you.
You talking about 4 years?
I said 4 years. I said it 4 years.
Oh, come on, dog.
I clearly said within 4. Dog, football has changed dramatically, bro. In these past 4 years.
And so that makes my point. You saying how much football have changed in the last 4 years, and I'm telling you beyond these 4 years, let's just say another 4 years, we're going to see more two-way players, and it's not going to be by coincidence. It's going to be because of what's going on right now, young whippersnapper. not talking to you, but I'm looking at these comments too.
I'll take it, though. That don't bother me.
It's
I appreciate it. What I'm saying to you is,
it's about what's going in the future, Coach Hayes. Listen, in the future, just like you said, we have evolved. You don't see these guys anymore. We're gonna not see as much, or we're gonna see a lot more of guys who can play and who are playing and excelling at playing multiple positions. And it's gonna come from these older or newer coaches who's coming in with these different philosophies who can say, I watched Coach Prime, what he did and the opportunity he gave a guy like Travis and the success Travis has. I have a guy coming up now who was a fan of Travis when he was a freshman in high school. He's doing the same thing. Hell, he's even wearing number 12 like Travis because there's some guys out there that's doing it. All right. And they're going to recruit those guys, and those guys are going to go to school, and they're going to have a chance to continue to flourish and not have their skills diminished on one side of the ball because of the coach is still in these old school ways. Those coaches that you name is going to be continue to phase out. Nick Saban might not even be coaching in the next 4 or 5 years. They're going to be phased out with guys who are coming in with new ideas and who are Coach Prime fans, let alone to say the least, and they're going to emulate what's going on. What are y'all talking about?
Big Dog report card, knowledge of the game, A. Skill set analysis, A. Coaching development growth, A. And winner mentality equals A. Mr. Hayes, doubt CU potential equals A. Non-believer in CU being bowl contender, A. First of all, Mr. G, stick your face out. Show ass up. Because this is where you lose your credibility, Mr. G.
Because I always said that they're going to go 6-6, and 6-6 makes them bowl eligible.
I like the way you always come in for your little folks over there, your little minions, right? You don't have to defend them, dog. They made their statement. Let them stand in the paint for it. See, you do that all the time. When I put a comment up with one of your little minions, then you come in there, you try to jump in and you try to ease the pain because I slap his face. All I'm saying is, hold up, this is what I'm saying, right? So to him, clearly, as you just said, I don't believe they're being bowl eligible, but I clearly said 6-6. So right there, F to you, Mr. G, for not listening. How about that, Mr. G? Mr. Hayes, doubt CU potential. F to you, because I gave you more than Vegas gave. Now go to sleep, man, and take your medicine, man. Get your behind up out of here, man.
All right. We got the vote coming in next. We got a comment vote coming in next.
Hey, Chico, I like the way you be trying to ease the pain because Coach G probably gonna call you and be like, I hate that guy. He be acting light skinned.
Hey, y'all put an H in the comment for Coach Hayes. Y'all put a C in the comment for Big Dog Chico. Let's go ahead and run them comments up. Let us know what side y'all on tonight. Because I see guys saying dumb as a box of rocks. Chico is a fraud. Chico hasn't made 1 point. Chico will rarely give you a straight answer. This dude is phony. A whole bunch of comments coming in. So y'all let us know in the chats who y'all are rocking with tonight.
Mr. G say bring it. It's been brung.
Are you referencing the movie Bring It On now?
Yeah, dog. Hey, ain't nobody go bump like a Marion. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead.
Put a C in the comment or an H in the comment. Y'all let us know, man. C in the comment or an H in the comment. Because I think this is going right towards what I'm telling you is going. We're going to see more guys like Travis Hunter, more guys emulating Coach Prime. And
I agree with that. I do agree with more coach. I don't know if more coaches because they don't have what he had. I told you, Coach Prime is one of one. They may do some more things, but I don't think they'll be as, lack of a better term, more flamboyant and in your face as Coach Prime would be. I don't think they'll be as brash and confident because they don't have what he has. So I don't know if they can truly, as fam, you always say, often duplicated, but never, often imitated, but never duplicated. So you'll see that kind of mentality, right? Where you may see some more stuff on social media, but you won't see the braggadocious and the over-the-top confidence because they're not Coach Prime. So, you know, they most of these coaches didn't accomplish what he accomplished on the field. So therefore, what do they have to? They don't have anything to truly be confident and brag about until they build it through their coaching career. Like, say, Nick Saban. Now that he's won 6, 7 national championships, he can be braggadocious on the back end of his career. But he can't walk in. What coach do you know gets their first head coach job going to be super braggadocious the way he is? They can't because they haven't done anything yet.
Exactly.
So I agree with you.
Points, dog.
I agree with you. I said I agree with you before I even started talking.
Y'all should put C's all in the comment. He keep making my points, dog. He keep going back saying exactly what I said.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Y'all go make y'all get Coach Hayes. They call me Hates T-shirt. Y'all can log in and get you a big dog T-shirt too. If you use a big dog, it's only for the big dogs out there. This ain't for all the dogs. It's only for the big dogs. You understand what I'm saying, Coach Hayes? I might send you one, but
I'll wear it too.
You might do something like you might cross it out and say something crazy on there. Some out of left field.
No, it'll say big dog, but mine will say jumped off the porch. I ain't still on the porch.
You been
That's what mine gonna say.
Hey,
that's what mine gonna say. Mine gonna say big dog jumped off the porch.
You should have had a little comeback behind that. Like you've been working on that one. Working on that one for a couple of weeks right there. I hear you, baby.
I'm working on that dog. Come on, man. I'm full of them, man. I'm ready of it.
It jumped off the porch. I heard that. Hey, look like my dog old school calling in. Shouts out to Coach Hayes. But Coach Hayes always hate. But shouts out to my dog, big dog Chico. That's what I'm talking about, Coach Hayes.
I'm in detention all month. November, be blessed. Y'all think because y'all say be blessed at the end, like you still won't get it across the face. Man.
Hey man,
now turn the other cheek and be blessed. How about that? Anyway, we about to have a good time. We've been having a good time out here, man.
Turn around.
Steve
Harvey said, I mean, I'm gonna turn the other cheek. But when I turn around, you better not be there when I turn the other cheek. You understand? Y'all make sure y'all get in there. Join right now. Join the pages. Y'all subscribe to the pages. Hit the notification bell. Shouts out to all the puppy chow Chicos out there. Everybody else who's representing, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Crime debate. Once again, it's all in my age. Y'all know how we do it, man.
I told you we was gonna jump out that sandbox. It was nice early, but I wanted my shovel back. I ain't having it, man. It's Coach Hayes. This is the prime debate. Come check us out every Tuesday at 8:30. It's going down, baby. Pre-game show will be happening on Saturday. Post-game immediately after. Chico, let them know what you do on game day.
What I do on game day is ignore people like Mia Keynes in the chat saying that you would never subscribe to my page out. On game day, we're going live, play-by-play. Colorado, UCLA is going down to make way for the to win. Like, subscribe to me.
With all that being said, we having a good time. We about to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button. We're on the road to 37,000, less than 100 away. We're going on the road to 20,000, I think it is. So go ahead and hit it. But we up out this joint. Peace.
You about it?
Man, somebody passed me by Colorado concoction. I'd have had to slap a few people tonight up in this joint. Get that crap out of here, man. Somebody pause the music. Who played that music? Who the piccolo player sitting next to the piccolo player? They called my piccolo player a mother lover. Now get up out of here.
Coach Prime is here. Coach Prime